Huffington Farm.
And get right to it. The game got the ball first and had a big holding call on that first drive, and then it ended up in a turnover with an interception. After that, we rattled off a whole lot of touchdowns and put some points on the board and really took control of the game after that. 55-27 was the final score, but honestly, it didn't even seem that close to me.
Yeah, like you said, we didn't have the start that we wanted. I think nerves might have got us a little bit. But once we settled in, we played pretty good that first half, I thought. Like you said, scored a bunch of touchdowns, got a bunch of stops. So really played the first half like we wanted to after that start. But, there's a lot of things that didn't.
Talking about on the broadcast is like even in a win like that where you've got to watch film, especially early in the season, there's always going to be a lot to work on, both sides of the football. But one thing that really looked good to me against a bigger team physically was that we kind of won the battle at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, we did. And, those our offensive line and defensive linemen, that's something we've preached ever since last year. I kind of felt like last year there was some games that we played in where we didn't win that line of scrimmage and we weren't the most physical team up front. And that's something we've been working on since the end of last year, is just being, one, more mentally tough, two, more physically tough, and because we know we got to be able to stop the run and we got to be able to run the football. So that's something we've been working on ever since the end of last year.
Yes, sir. And then offensively, of course, Chip stood out. 3-year starter at quarterback, his first game as a senior, taking the snaps, and he's just proven to be a dual threat. Number one, he can hurt you with his arm and his legs.
Yeah, he can. Chip's a great leader for us, both on and off the field. He's a great kid, but he steps on that field and he kind of flips a switch. Around the locker room and at school and stuff, he's pretty quiet, doesn't say much, but you can see on the field what he does for us, and we're lucky to have him.
And then your guys coming out of the backfield carrying the ball, Major and Ian both, had good nights. I think, Major, if he can stay healthy, he's going to put a lot of yards and a lot of points on the board this season. He's, not a big kid, but he runs hard.
Yeah, he does. Both of those guys, I think we can play with either one of them in the game and be confident that both of them can get yards for us. With Ian, I've talked with him, and what we've worked on is just taking care of the football. He kind of struggled last year with the fumbles, and after the game he come up and he said, "Coach, I didn't fumble." And I said, "Well, that's good. Let's keep it up. Let's keep doing that." But yeah, both of those guys are really good running backs. Then you look at our receivers. Isaiah Coleman, he got on our record board last week with 8 catches in a game. So that sits, I think it was second place on our record board for most catches in a game. But I think we hit 6 or 7 different receivers. So we've got a lot of threats out there on the field, not just Chip, and I think that kind of helps Chip, kind of spread the defense out a little bit with all the guys that we have around him.
Absolutely, and he can trust each one of those guys out there. And, it all starts and finishes with the offensive line, giving him protection, and then, blocking in the running game and just doing their job up front. And it seemed like, again, against a bigger team, we were able to control the line of scrimmage. And then defensively, putting pressure on their quarterback, we did a good job. I think our 3 down linemen, to me, and I know you rotated those guys in and out some, but whoever was in there, on the defensive front, really seemed to hold their own, put some pressure on the quarterback, and then also play the running game really well.
Yeah, we did, and we've got some guys, this is their first time on varsity, and, I thought they handled it pretty well. Like you said, we try to rotate those guys through to keep them as fresh as we can because, some of those guys have to play offense too. So especially early in the year, we're going to try to keep rotating and keep them fresh and hopefully get these guys some good playing time. So later in the year, when it counts, when we're in district in the playoffs, where these guys are a lot more experienced and can go in the games deep when we need them to.
In the scrimmage before against New Deal, to me, our linebackers, Castillo and Reyes, really kind of stood out. But in the game against Lamesa, on the defensive side of the ball, one kid that we just kept calling his name was Braden Redmond. He was near the ball on every play.
Yeah, he was. And, I pointed that out in film the other day. I said, Braden, you had a great game. He was all over the place, whether it was making interceptions, making tackles, big hits. He played really well for us, and that was I don't want to say it was a surprise, but we had been kind of rotating him in where I told him, you earned a starting spot. You're going to be on that field as much as we can. So yeah, you're right. He played really good Friday night.
Yeah, I think all in all, like you mentioned, a lot to work on. But to me, it really felt good to come out, set the tone with a big win against a Lamesa team that, numbers-wise, they look like a 4A team coming off the bus. They had a bunch of kids on varsity and looked, I know they're in the first year of a new system, but they looked really good coming off the bus. And we handled business on our home field, and now we're 1-0, getting ready for Denver City. All in all, a good night for the Wildcats. And, we've got a tougher opponent this week. It'll be the Denver City Mustangs, also under a new head coach. I want to talk about Denver City coming up right after this. First, let's take a break, and we'll be back with more Wildcats football in a moment.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, visiting with head coach Bo Bryant. Coach, tonight the Wildcats take on the Denver City Mustangs. We play Denver City every year, and I know it's kind of been a point for you and before you, even coaches Thomas, Green, and Huseman to keep Denver City on the schedule. It's kind of become a rivalry, even though we're not really in the same district.
Yeah, it has. Like you said, we play them every year. It's always a good game. I think since Coach Thomas has been here, at least, it's been a really close game every year. We've won on fake punts, and last year I think we had 4 or 5 takeaways and won a close game. So, yeah, it's always a fun game. It's a fun rivalry. Like you said, they got new coaches. We were pretty close with the old group of coaches that they had, but looking forward to meeting their new coaches and keeping this game going.
Coach McGuire, their new head coach, was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he was the high school principal. And then when Coach Fontenot retired, he applied for the job and got it. So he moved out of the principal's office into the AD's office. Usually it's the other way around. Coaches go from athletic director into administration, but he came from administration to head coach. But he comes from a strong football family. Are they going to run the same type of stuff that we've seen from them in the past, or what do you think we'll see or what have you seen on film from them?
It'll be a little different. Offensively, they still will use a tight end. They'll get in some 2-back sets. So offensively, not as big a change, I think. Defensively, they used to be in a stack. Now they're an even front. So defensively will be different from what we've seen from them in the past. But, like you said with Lamesa, the numbers and everything, Denver City has 54 kids on their roster. So they're carrying a bunch on varsity. Like you said, a bunch of numbers, big kids up front. Different coaches, different systems, so it'll be a little different than what we're used to from Denver City, but not a lot.
One thing that has always been consistent with Denver City is they always have a very athletic quarterback. Is that the same this year?
Yeah, he's good. As far as running, I don't think they use him running the ball as much as they have in the past, but they do have a good quarterback. They've got a good young running back, Velasco. He runs hard. He's pretty shifty. I think he's going to be tough to bring down. And then, like I said, up front, they've got some big offensive linemen. So, again, we're going to have to be physical up front. Our defensive line is going to have to have a really good game. We're going to have to play really well and be the most physical team.
How do we look health-wise coming in? Did we come out of the Lamesa game healthy?
Nate, he had surgery this week, so he'll be out for a little bit. Other than Nate, everybody else is available. We've had a few that have been banged up, but everybody else will be available for the game.
How was the week of practice?
It was good. On Tuesday, we probably had our most focused practice of the year. We were locked in pretty good on both sides of the ball, so we feel good coming into it.
So what are we going to have to do to beat them?
Like I said, we're going to have to stop the run. We got to be physical up front, D-line, those guys, linebackers playing in the box. We're going to have to do a really good job of stopping the run. I think if we can get them in their spread stuff, that we've got a good chance to win. I think they want to run the football, so if we can do that defensively, I think we'll be sitting pretty good. Offensively, if we'll just take care of the ball, if we'll do our job, I think we'll be fine moving it, getting up and down the field. But, you got to execute and you got to do the things you've been coached to do.
So one thing about stopping the run, if that's the key or one of the keys to winning tonight is you've got to be able to tackle. And one thing that, to me, you might have seen different on film, but one thing to me, this team, at least through the New Deal scrimmage, I didn't see post, but the New Deal scrimmage and then the game against Lamesa, it seems like this defense is a better tackling defense than what we had in the last year or two.
Yeah, they are, and I think the key to that is getting a bunch of guys to the football. There was a couple times the other night against Lamesa, they had that big running back where he bounced off a couple guys and got 6 or 7 extra yards, and that's something we've been preaching this week is getting people to the football, game tackling. And like I said, I think we do a good job of that. We just got to get better at it.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, we send you all the very best tonight, and we'll talk to you again next week. and hopefully the Wildcats will be 2-0 at that point.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Cody.
Yes, sir. Coach Bo Bryant here with us in the pregame show. We'll be back with more Wildcats football right after this.
Hey, it's me, Ben Warren of Warren Computers, supporting the Wildcats for over 25 years. I know it's hard to shop local with gas, groceries, and other needs priced higher than down the road, but I bet you didn't know Warren Computers has been providing top-tier computer service and support while keeping prices so low compared to Lubbock. I've saved my customers combined over $1 million since 1999. Choose to save money. Go to warrencomputers.com. Call or text 806-632-2464.
806 Customs is Littlefield's newest auto superstore. From minor vehicle repairs to major overhauls, diesel repair, LS and diesel swaps, and more. 806 Customs is here to serve all your automotive needs. In addition to the mechanic shop, we offer window tint, wheels and tires, and all types of vehicle accessories. We even offer multiple financing options. Located at 508 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Come by or give us a call at 806-410-0711. 806 Customs is open for business and here for you.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, and we're live in Denver City tonight, where the Wildcats are about 25 minutes away from kicking off here on this Football Friday night. We have beautiful weather for the second week in a row to start the 2024 season. Nice cloudy sky overhead here in Denver City. It looks like we do have some showers around the area. Hopefully it won't affect tonight's game. There is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the area, but that will continue to diminish as we go through the evening hours. We are expecting a mostly clear sky after 7 o'clock. After kickoff tonight should clear up, and a low down around 60 degrees overnight, but that won't be until early tomorrow morning. Right now, it is 83 degrees outside here in Denver City. But we have an easterly wind. Feels like it's coming out of the east-northeast, cooling things off quite a bit, and that helps with that 83-degree temperature. But in any case, we've seen it at 93 degrees or hotter for the second game of the year on many years. But this year's been nice and mild, 83 degrees right now under a cloudy sky. We have winds out of the east at 10 miles per hour. Humidity currently at 37% here in Denver City, Texas. So a beautiful night for football here. We're on the home side. The visiting fans from Littlefield are starting to file in across the way, and we're about 25 minutes away from the opening kick. You're listening to the pregame show tonight, brought to you by David McGehee and everyone at the Lance Insurance Agency, proudly supporting the Littlefield Wildcats in 2024 and sponsoring our pregame show here on the Littlefield Sports Network. We'll be back with more of your pregame right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
AAA Truck Federated Auto Parts isn't a chain store. It's locally owned by your neighbors who really care about you. John and Charla McBride and their staff are here to make sure you get the right part at the right price. In addition to quality federated parts, AAA also provides expert vehicle repair, offering oil changes for less money than out-of-town counterparts, plus brake jobs, air conditioner service, and more. There's no reason to go anywhere else for auto parts or auto repair. AAA Federated Auto Parts, located north of Littlefield on Highway 385. Quality automotive parts and accessories, and Littlefield owned and operated.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. Football season is here, so take the winning drive to Bill Wells and score big. We have the largest inventory in Plainview, great financing options, and a team that will treat you like family. At Bill Wells, we are professional grade, and we want to be your car dealer for life. Click on BillWellsChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in Plainview.
Where your next car's in Plainview.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here in Denver City, Texas. And the pregame show brought to you by the Lance Insurance Agency in Littlefield. Let's take a look at your starters for the Littlefield Wildcats tonight. First, when Littlefield has the ball, will be led by number 12, quarterback Chip Green. The offensive line in front of him at center, number 78, Sean Ibarra. Your two guards are number 51, Tate Clark, and number 50, Marquise Rosemond. Your two tackles tonight will be number 55, Uriel Ibarra, and number 54, Jacob Kirkland. In the backfield for the Wildcats, a starting running back will be number 2, Major McNeese, and he'll be rotating in and out with number 10, Ian Mendez. Your tight end slash fullback slash Y-back is number 4, Caden Reyes. And then we also have your wide receivers at the X, number 32, Gabe Villanueva. At the H, number 1, Isaiah Coleman. And at the Z, number 15, Braden Redmond. When Littlefield has to punt, it'll be number 10, Ian Mendez. When we kick off and kick the extra points or field goals, it'll be number 30, Adam McDonald, doing the kicking. When Denver City has the ball tonight, here are the starters on defense for the Littlefield Wildcats. First, your TNT, your three-down lineman for the Wildcats. Your nose guard will be number 66, J.J. Gonzalez. Your left defensive tackle will be number 50, Marquise Rosemond. And your right defensive tackle is number 54, Jacob Kirkland. But as you heard Coach Bryant mention in the interview, he likes to rotate all three of those positions, keeping fresh legs on the field, but those will be your three starters. Your defensive ends for the Wildcats will be number 8, Ben Castillo, and number 5, Jaden Barrio, not number 5. Jaden goes with number 3. Jaden Barrio, number 3, will be your defensive end on the other side for the Wildcats. Your linebacking core, Caden Reyes, number 4, is your Mike linebacker. And Isaiah Coleman, number 1, is your Sam linebacker. And then the secondary for the Wildcats on the corners, number 11, Zane Champion, and number 32, Gabe Villanueva. Your safeties are number 2, Major McNeese at free safety, and number 10, Ian Mendez at strong safety. Your key punt returner tonight will be number 2, Major McNeese, and your kick returners will be number 11, Zane Champion. And also back there for the Wildcats will be number 2, Major McNeese, to return kicks for the Littlefield Wildcats. So those are your starters for tonight's game here in Denver City. Cloudy skies overhead. We're just a few moments away from the opening kick here at Mustang Stadium in Denver City. We'll take another break, and we'll be joined by Ryan West coming up here in just a moment. You're listening to Littlefield Wildcats football, the pregame show brought to you by the Lance Insurance Agency.
For farm and ranch real estate right here in Littlefield, call Eric Turpin at Cliffland Brokers. Eric has a true understanding of agricultural and commercial properties, as well as a commitment to finding the perfect match for your needs. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, Eric can make the process smooth and stress-free. Let him navigate the market for you and secure the best deal. Call Cliffland Brokers at 806-385-0905 or visit clifflandbrokers.com and go Wildcats.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center with affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts. Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit energyfitnesslfd.com for more information.
Introducing Fades and Foils by Amanda. Located inside JoJo's Attic in Littlefield, Fades and Foils is your one-stop, full-service salon, specializing in men's and women's cuts and styling, balayage, color corrections, all-over color, and even waxing. Let Amanda rescue your hair. Open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. For an appointment, call 806-598-1988. That's 598-1988. Book now, because demand is high for Fades and Foils by Amanda.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit durablebuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here in Denver City, Texas. I am Cody West here at Mustang Stadium on a breezy Friday night here in the Permian Basin. We're joined by Ryan West. How you doing tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what. On the way here, I drank an energy drink, took a nap. It's Friday night, Wildcat football. I'm excited.
Well, I'll tell you this. Keith Logan used to stay up and talk to me at least on the way to the game. He might take a nap on the way home. He'd always talk to me on the trip to the game, but you slept the whole way. It was a long day. You were tired?
No, I'm feeling great.
Okay.
I'm feeling juiced up.
I was looking at the Harris ratings here prior to the game. Harris puts out point spreads and also statewide rankings for every 11-man team in the state of Texas. And they currently have, or at least this week, they have Littlefield versus Denver City as a pick. There's no point spread, meaning it's too close to call between these two teams. Now, Denver City comes in at 0-1. They lost in 4 overtimes last week against Lubbock Roosevelt, a good Roosevelt team. Littlefield, of course, blew out Lamesa last week, but both of these teams come in too close to call according to the Harris ratings. And I think if you look at the past history, at least the last few years between these two teams, it's always a point or two difference.
It always has been. In the last few years, it's been really, really close. The teams are really close in rankings. They play almost the same. Every other year, it's like Denver City wins one and then we win one.
Yeah, a couple years ago, well, if you look back to last year, it was, like a 2-point game. Littlefield beat Denver City 32-30 last year. So it was a 2-point game last year. If you go back to the year before last, Littlefield beat Denver City 33-14. So that was a little bit, nice margin for the Littlefield Wildcats. If you go back to 2023, or rather 2022, if you go back to 21, Littlefield won the game 21-14. So it's a 3-game winning streak for the Littlefield Wildcats in the series. And then if you go back to the 2020 season, Denver City won that game by a score of 28-14 over the Wildcats. So Littlefield is on a 3-game winning streak versus Denver City, but they've all been close games, relatively close. And it's, we play them so much, and they're not always in our district. As a matter of fact, they're rarely in our district in football, but we play them every year no matter what. Coaches have done a good job of putting them on the schedule, and, it's kind of a rivalry because of that. There's been some years, if you go back, 4 or 5 years, we played them twice in one season, more than once, because we'd play them in pre-district, and then we'd play them again in the playoffs. And it's just a fun time when Littlefield and Denver City play each other.
Oh, for sure. And I really like the rivalry concept. I never really thought about it like that, but now that you're speaking of all the times that we played each other, I do kind of see it as a rivalry.
Yeah, we played Denver City more than any other school in the last 10 years because there were a couple years there we played them twice in the same year. So, it's always fun, but Denver City, of course, is a little bit bigger than us in enrollment, but they're a lot bigger than us in numbers on the football team this year. They've got 50-something kids on the varsity roster. Last week we were talking about how Lamesa looked like a 4A team because they had so many kids. Denver City has more than that. They've got a ton of kids in their program. And, the thing about it is, though, it's going to be their best 11 against our best 11. It doesn't matter if they've got 30 kids on the sideline during the game. And we're only coming in with 30 kids total on varsity, and 1 or 2 of those are injured. So, we're outnumbered, but I don't think we're outmatched.
No, I don't think we're outmatched at all. But the only thing about that is fresh legs, especially when the game gets longer and it's stretching out and you're getting tired. Fresh legs would help.
Yeah, absolutely. It sure does. And, that's something that Coach Bryant worked on all offseason, and his staff all offseason was making sure that our kids were in shape. And he could tell it in the scrimmages. We came in, he said we felt like we were in better shape than Post. We were in better shape than New Deal in those scrimmages. And, our boys are ready to go. We've got some runners. Don't have a lot of size, but we've got some guys that can run and have some endurance. And I think that's something Coach Thomas brought in when you were in high school, is that y'all did a whole lot of running.
Oh, Coach Thomas's philosophy during practice was there was no conditioning after practice. The conditioning was during practice. We were going to condition while we worked on our skills and plays, and everything else we did was all conditioning with Coach Thomas.
I was looking at the Harris ratings in some other games. I mentioned that Harris says this game is too close to call, but some other games from around the area up north, River Road is an 8-point favorite over Tulia. Canadian and Bushland, that's become a rivalry. Canadian is a 14-point favorite over Bushland tonight. Slayton, a 5-point favorite over Brownfield. Crane, 35 points better than Kermit. And Muleshoe is a 45-point favorite over Lamesa tonight. And then some other games around the area. Olton is a 21-point favorite over Dimmitt. Spearman, 9 points over Friona. Roosevelt, 1 point over New Deal. And, those are just a few games from around the area here tonight and how Harris predicts they'll come out. So this one too close to call. I'm excited. I'm ready for this game here tonight. They're going to have a moment of silence here at the stadium. I'm going to take a break here on the broadcast, and we'll be back with more of your pregame brought to you by Lance Insurance right after this.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new drive-through ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network and West 11 Sports. We're on YouTube this year. We've been on Facebook Live since COVID, when they allowed us to start streaming football on the web or on TV. Almost everybody does it on the web now, but back then we started doing it on Facebook Live and kind of stuck with it. We're making the move to YouTube. I believe we've had a positive response to make the move to YouTube, as a lot of folks don't have Facebook. You can watch YouTube on your smart TV if you need to, but it is hopefully going to be a good move for us here on the Littlefield Sports Network and at West 11 Sports. The Denver City Mustangs have made their way onto the field, and here come the Littlefield Wildcats, everyone with an American flag. Littlefield dressed in their icy whites tonight. White helmets, white jerseys, new white jerseys for this season, as well as white pants. Littlefield in all white with maroon trim and numbers. They've got the shape of Texas in chrome with the Wildcat head on the side of the helmet. And then this year's jerseys have the cat head on the shoulders, and then they've got Wildcats across the chest. And Ryan, you and I were talking before the game. I don't remember, have we had Wildcats on the front of a jersey in a long time? It usually says Littlefield, both home and away.
I think it did just say Littlefield. It's been a while since I've seen the uniforms, and I can't really remember all the uniforms that come before that because they alternate every year.
Yeah, the school tries to get the boys at least one set of jerseys every year, and this year it's the away jerseys, and they look really nice. They're white with Wildcats and maroon across the chest, and then the cat head on the shoulders. And what I like, the numbers are bold and easy to see, and that's important to me as I'm getting older. I did bring the binoculars tonight in case I need them, but hopefully we won't need them. Captains are out on the field for Denver City as Littlefield comes to the sideline. Mustangs captains down there are number 11, Ian Leyva. Number 55 for Denver City, that's Daniel Vasquez. Looks like number 22, who is in street clothes and hurt, that's Andrew Velasco, the senior. And number 53 is the fourth captain, Noel Madrid, for the Denver City Mustangs. Your captains for the Littlefield Wildcats are number 2, Major McNeese, number 1, Isaiah Coleman, number 50, Marquise Rosemond, and number 12, Chip Green, coming out to midfield for the Littlefield Wildcats. Our pregame brought to you by Lance Insurance. The Lance Insurance Agency, rely on them for all your insurance needs. As all of the captains are shaking hands down on the 50-yard line. Sometimes, I believe when you come to Denver City, you get Permian Basin chapter officials. Odessa Midland chapter, I believe, here in Denver City. I could be wrong. I just hear people complaining about it. Littlefield wins the toss, and we will defer to the second half. So Littlefield will get the ball to start the second half, which means we'll be kicking off to start the game. And we will be kicking from left to right, defending the north end zone here in the first quarter to start this game, as we are about set and are ready to go here in Denver City. Beautiful night for football, cloudy, breezy, but a very comfortable temperature here in Denver City. They're going to play the national anthem here at the stadium. We'll take a break, and we'll be back for the opening kick right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Legacy of Love Hospice, bringing quality care into your home. We are locally owned, and our hospice care team provides end-of-life care for terminally ill patients. Our services can help bring solace to the patient and their concerned family during a difficult time. For exceptional medical care, as well as emotional and spiritual support, count on the healthcare experts of Legacy of Love Hospice. For more information, call 806-370-2100 or visit legacyoflovehospice.com. Legacy of Love Hospice, caring from the heart and wishing the Wildcats all the best this season.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West, Caleb West on the camera tonight. And we just had a stirring rendition of the national anthem by a Denver City High School student. What'd you think about that national anthem, Ryan?
It was pretty good, but I don't know about you. Anytime I hear the national anthem, I get pretty hyped up.
Well, she definitely hyped everybody up. Here we go. Littlefield set to kick it off. Denver City dressed in their home reds. They've got the metallic red helmets this year with red jerseys, red pants, white trim and numbers with a white Mustang logo on the side of the helmet. Littlefield in all white, trimmed in maroon, getting ready to kick off from the north 40-yard line. We're on the home side. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the Wildcat sideline across the way. And this will be McDonald, Adam McDonald, to do the kicking for the Wildcats. He's got the wind behind his back. So kicking with the wind here. It's going to be high, end over end, and it will be into the end zone and out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. So no return there. Adam McDonald really put his foot into it. So I think it's important, Ryan, in the passing game for the Wildcats to move the ball through the air here in the first quarter with the wind at our back.
Oh, I definitely think so. While you have the wind, take advantage of it. Take some shots downfield. Gets the quarterback throwing a little further, easier to score.
So Coach Bryant says Denver City is going to try to establish the run. They feel like Denver City is going to try to line up and run it right at us, but they're going to go with 4 receivers double stacked on the right side. Quarterback out of the shotgun. That's number 4. His name is Jason Giannis. The running back is number 17, Abraham Velasco. Giannis takes the snap, swings it out to Velasco, and a big tackle for the Littlefield Wildcats out there for a loss of a couple of yards, and Ben Castillo comes up to make the open field tackle.
Oh, Ben Castillo read that perfectly. He saw the ball coming, made a play on the receiver, great hit.
That'll be second down and about 12 after the first play of the game. We're off and running here in Denver City. 11 and a half minutes left in the first quarter of play. 0-0. Cody and Ryan West on the mic. Caleb West on the camera. And Denver City will break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage. Giannis out of the shotgun along with Velasco. They'll go with 2 receivers on the left, tight end on the right. Here's the snap. Giannis is going to keep, breaks through the original wave of defenders that got in the backfield, but he's only going to gain a yard or 2. And again, it looked like Castillo was in there on the tackle, aided by Marquise Roseman.
Those guys making the tackle in there kind of went high, and the quarterback just kind of slipped right under them and got a few yards out of that.
Third down and long for Denver City here. It's 3rd and 11 at their own 24-yard line. Trips on the right side, single receiver on the left. Now they'll send 2 in motion.
And now they'll go trips on the left, receiver on the right. Giannis takes the snap, stands in the pocket, throws. It is tipped and falls incomplete. Coleman almost had himself an interception.
That was a great play on the ball by Isaiah Coleman, but on the backside, number 50, Marquise Roseman, was pressuring the quarterback pretty heavy.
That was intended for number 20, Colby Davenport, senior receiver there for the Mustangs. So Littlefield's defense holds them 3 and out on the opening possession of the game, and the Mustangs will have to punt it away. Our return man, Major McNeese, is standing at the 44-yard line. Kicking into the wind here. It's been breezy. High snap. He gets the kick up, but it's going to be short. And it takes a Littlefield bounce to the 50 across to the 49-yard line, and it'll be Littlefield ball at the Denver City 49. So great field position on the first possession of the game for the Wildcats. It'll be 1st and 10 Littlefield in Denver City territory. So here comes quarterback Chip Green, 3-year starter for the Wildcats, and his senior campaign brings the offense out onto the field. It'll be Chip and Major McNeese in the backfield. Braden Redmond, the lone receiver on the right. The fullback is Caden Reyes lined up on the right side. 2 receivers in a stack on the left. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Major. He's looking for room, cuts it up, and fights for about 3 or 4 yards near the 45. Now we're going to go with 5 receivers in a bunch on the left side. Here's the snap. They swing it out. Coleman can't make the catch. Haven't seen that one yet this season. Incomplete pass will make it 3rd down and 6. Littlefield at the 45-yard line. Green out of the shotgun. McNeese, the running back. Here's the snap. Green's going to keep. Nowhere to go. And the Mustangs will bottle him up. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up 4th down and 6. And Coach Bryant says, let's go for it. What the heck? 4th down and 6 at the Denver City 45. Chip gives them the hard count. Now they'll check with the sideline. Plenty of time on the play clock. 9.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 0-0, Littlefield's first possession. 4th and 6. Play clock is down to 10. Green takes the snap. He's going to sprint right. Tries to get to the edge. RPO, but he'll keep it. Makes a little move. Gets the first down and then some. Chip down the sideline. Will be pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line. And Chip Green just made a little move as he got to the edge, and that got the defense to bite, and then he took it to the outside, and they'll say he was out of the 8. 1st and goal to go for the Wildcats. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. McNeese right up the middle to the 5-yard line. That was a heck of a run there by Chip Green.
Yeah, going back to that previous play, that was a great read on the RPO, taking the ball, faking out the defense, getting some yards.
The first quarter tonight brought to you by First Federal Bank. Here's Major McNeese, or rather Green on the keeper, but there'll be a flag on the play. 2 flags. First Federal Bank brings you the first quarter of tonight's game here on the broadcast. It's going to be a holding call against us, and that hurts. 8 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Littlefield knocking on the door, but that penalty, man, you can't shoot yourself in the foot like that. I know they're just trying to protect their ball carriers, but it's going to make it 2nd and goal to go from the 16-yard line. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. McNeese over the left side, cuts it up, fights his way to the 11-yard line. 3rd down and goal to go from the 11. Two receivers left, one on the right. Here's the snap. Chip throws to the end zone, looking for Redmond. Caught, but out of, well, he dropped it. In any case, it would have been out of bounds. Just had a little too much on it. Chip with a little too much mustard.
That was a good attempt, but I think the wind really threw Chip off.
Yeah.
He's still trying to adjust to the wind.
Yeah, it's windy out here, and I think we'll try the field goal. They're going to bring Adam McDonald out to try the field goal for the Wildcats. It will be Jaden Barrio, the holder. Sean Ibarra, the snapper. This will be a 28-yard attempt for the Wildcats. Hold is down, kick is up, and it won't make it. A little wide right. So the Wildcats' first possession ends in a missed field goal, and that holding call just really hurt us on that possession. 8:24 left in the First Federal Bank first quarter. We'll be back right after this.
$28 billion. That's how much scammers stole from senior Americans last year. Whether you have $500 or $500,000 in the bank, the scammers want it all. At Warren Computers, we don't want you to be a victim. Our new Scam Scram program combines years of trusted computer service, educational training, and some old-fashioned one-on-one communication to help keep you and your loved ones safe from scammers. You'll get peace of mind, friendly computer support, and so much more. Call 806-632-2464 right now.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. They didn't give me enough time before the Mustangs started their next possession. At 0-0, 8:01 left here in the first quarter of play. Mustangs have it 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to run the option. He'll keep. He's got a little speed. He spins out of a tackle. A flag comes in, and he goes out of bounds, and they better not throw a horse. That better not be a horse collar.
It wasn't a horse collar. I saw it with my own eyes. It was pretty obvious. It was a face mask.
Oh, he got him by the face mask. That penalty is going to really hurt the defense here for the Wildcats. Big run on the option play by the quarterback, Jason Giannis. There's going to be a face mask against Littlefield.
I didn't see who the player was. I was trying to get a number, but he just wrapped up too high and his hand got caught in his face mask.
Yeah, I think it was Braden Redmond. It wasn't intentional. He just, like you said, he just trying to get him. That puts the ball all the way down to the 34-yard line for Denver City. The Littlefield 34. It'll be 1st and 10 Mustangs. 0-0 with 7:49 left on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. Velasco over the left side, breaks through and goes down at the 29-yard line. Gain of about 5. Brought down there by number 64, A.J. Cantu of the Littlefield Wildcats.
The Denver City offense is doing exactly like Coach Bryant predicted. They just want to run up right up the gut. If we can just close the gaps, fill the holes, we should be fine.
2nd down. They'll go 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, tight end on the left. Split backfield. Here's the snap. He'll keep, and he's wrapped up and brought down by the ankles. Number 8, Ben Castillo, comes in. That'll be a 1-yard gain. It'll make it 3rd down and 4. Ben Castillo. And Ben is listed as a defensive end, but plays more like a linebacker. Big 3rd down coming up for Littlefield. I feel like Denver City's in 4-down territory, so we'll have to stop them twice. 3rd and 4, split backfield out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off over left tackle. He's got holes, and he will be brought down at the 10-yard line by number 11, Zane Champion. That saved the touchdown.
Yeah, that was a great save by Zane Champion, shedding the block, the receiver block, and making the play.
1st down and goal to go for Denver City here at the 9-yard line. Quarterback out of the shotgun, split backfield. This is kind of their power package, and they've pretty much stuck with it this whole drive. They'll hand it off Up the middle, number 20. And he'll be brought down there by Cantu once again. And that was Colby Davenport on the carry. Second down and goal to go from the 8. It'd be nice to keep them out of the end zone here. 0-0 our score. 5:38 left here in the first quarter. Giannis out of the shotgun, split backfield. Here's the snap. He'll keep, and he'll be wrapped up at about the 8-yard line by Castillo, but falls forward to the 5.
That's always a problem on defense. You make a great tackle, make a big play, and then they end up falling forward, and they get 3 extra yards for falling forward.
Yeah, and Giannis, he's a slippery runner. I've just noticed here in the first quarter, he's hard to get a handle on. Third down and goal to go from the 5-yard line for Denver City. Giannis out of the shotgun, split backfield. Here's the snap. He'll hand it off once again, and the tackle is made at the 2-yard line. That was Braden Redmond getting up from the bottom of the pile.
And number 4, Caden Reyes, came in hard to make the tackle. He just went too low, and the running back jumped over him.
So here it goes. Fourth down and goal to go for Denver City from the 2-yard line. 0-0, 4:20 and rolling here in the First Federal Bank first quarter. Giannis out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. He'll hand it off, and number 17 walks into the end zone. Abraham Velasco makes it 6-0, Denver City on top. Four minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first quarter. They'll try the extra point kick. This will be number 12, Jacob Acosta, the kicker for Denver City. Hold is down, the kick is up, and it's good. 7-0, Denver City strikes first with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this.
806 Customs is Littlefield's newest auto superstore. From minor vehicle repairs to major overhauls, diesel repair, LS and diesel swaps, and more. 806 Customs is here to serve all your automotive needs. In addition to the mechanic shop, we offer window tint, wheels and tires, and all types of vehicle accessories. We even offer multiple financing options. Located at 508 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Come by or give us a call at 806-410-0711. 806 Customs is open for business and here for you.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football. Here's the kickoff, and it's short, and it will be fair caught by Braden Redmond. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the First Federal Bank first quarter. Littlefield trails this game 7-0. Wildcats will have good field position here on their second drive of the game. Wildcats' first possession. They got it all the way down the field inside the 10-yard line. A penalty holding call backed them up. They ended up having to settle for a field goal, which was no good. Denver City takes the ball and marches straight down the field to score. They were helped by a Littlefield face mask penalty. So it's been penalties that have hurt us so far here in the first quarter. Here's Green going deep down the sideline, looking for Redmond. Just a tad bit overthrown. And it'll be second down and 10 after the incompletion. Littlefield hasn't really been able to get our passing game going. Against Lamesa, we completed a lot of short passes and had a lot of yards after catch. We haven't really gone to that much here tonight, at least early. Under 4 minutes to go. 3:59 left in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Green's going to keep. He's hit. The line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard, and it's 3rd down and 9. And they just took his knees out. Chip's going to be slow to get up. Yeah, they went low. I know Chip's a runner, but man, those draw plays right up the middle are dangerous. So here we go, 3rd down. It was a gain of 2. It's going to be a free play. It'll be offsides on Denver City. And again, another overthrown pass. Falls incomplete, but Wildcats will get 5 yards on the offsides call by the Mustangs.
And going back to that last play leading into this one, I think Chip is kind of hurting, and that's something you never want to see. They sent the linebacker on a blitz and hit Chip right in the knees, and he folded.
Yeah. So it'll be 3rd and manageable now for the Wildcats. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 3, rather. Ball spotted on the 44-yard line, and Chip still limping out there. 2 receivers stacked on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. McNeese, he fights. He'll be close to the 1st down. Needed 3 yards and got right at 3. They'll say, yes, it is a 1st down. Well, now the line judge here on the near side was saying move them. Now the referee's going to come up and tell him to move them. Major McNeese moves the sticks for the Wildcats. It's 1st and 10 Littlefield at the 42-yard line. Correction, 47. Here's the snap. Green has time, throws. Holding maybe in the backfield. Pass was complete. Gabe Villanueva came back to make the catch, but I think there's going to be a holding call against us. Yeah.
It may have been on number 88, Jose Payan. I saw that, the junior. He had a good pancake block and held him down and laid on top of him, and the official threw a flag.
Man, penalties are just killing us here in the first quarter. We've had some big ones. 2 holdings, a face mask. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Denver City on top, 7-0. It's going to be 1st and 20 now for the Wildcats. Green takes the snap, play action, has time, now pressure, and he's going to get sacked. And right now, Denver City's just the more physical team, Ryan, on both sides of the ball. They've just been pushing us around.
And Jacob Kirkland had him. He just slipped away. He made a good move and got to the quarterback.
2nd down and 25 after the sack. Here's the snap. They're coming. Screen pass complete to McNeese. He cuts it up. Can't get anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard. And right now, Littlefield is on our heels. McNeese in motion. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw. Fires, has a man. Deep, it is caught. Villanueva, big play, down to the 20, the 10, touchdown. Chip Green with a 67-yard touchdown pass on 3rd and 25, and Littlefield is on the board. That's a Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown. Chip Green to Gabe Villanueva. Green hit him in stride.
I'm surprised the official didn't throw a flag on the defense right there. Chip was in the backfield, already threw the pass, and he came and leveled Chip. That should have been a late hit on the quarterback.
Adam McDonald looking to tie it up with the extra point kick. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights with 1:37 left in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. We'll be back right after this.
AAA Truck Federated Auto Parts isn't a chain store. It's locally owned by your neighbors who really care about you. John and Charla McBride and their staff are here to make sure you get the right part at the right price. In addition to quality Federated parts, AAA also provides expert vehicle repair, offering oil changes for less money than out-of-town counterparts, plus brake jobs, air conditioner service, and more. There's no reason to go anywhere else for auto parts or auto repair. AAA Federated Auto Parts, located north of Littlefield on Highway 385. Quality automotive parts and accessories, and Littlefield owned and operated.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West, Caleb West tonight. Littlefield has just tied the game at 7 with 1:37 left here in the First Federal Bank first quarter. Yeah, and you were talking about Chip took that late hit, but no flags came out. Coach Bryant not happy.
No, and I don't blame Coach Bryant at all for giving the ref an earful. I mean, those things can't happen. And as an official, I mean, sometimes you miss calls, and that's okay, but your job is to protect the players too.
So Adam McDonald will kick it off from the north 40, and that may be the spark that Littlefield needed. Now we need to come back on the defensive end and get a stop. McDonald puts it through the end zone once again. It'll be a touchback. Denver City's ball at their own 25-yard line. Minute and a half left here in the first quarter. And Denver City just lined up and ran it right at us on that last possession. Their first possession, we held them to 3 and out. But you can tell they're not much of a passing team. I'm not saying they won't or can't, but right now they're, I think, content to just run it right at us and try to push us off the line and move it down the field. Giannis, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to keep. Comes around the edge. We're trying to string it out, but he's fast. He gets to the sideline, and he'll be brought down and out of bounds by Ben Castillo.
Now that was a good hustle play by number 8, Ben Castillo, number 11, Zane Champion, chasing him down.
Flag on the field. It's coming back. Some yellow laundry at the 22-yard line. Must have been a holding call. I didn't see the report from the referee. They put it back on the 15-yard line. So it'll be first down and 20. So finally, Denver City gets called for a penalty. Minute 22 left on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. We're tied up at 7. Jason Giannis, the quarterback. Number 17, the running back, is Abraham Velasco. Man in motion. Giannis takes the snap. Pump. Looks to throw. Nowhere to go with it. He checks down. Complete at the 15. Missed tackle and will knock him out of bounds around the 20. Played well by the Wildcats. Coleman came in, was the first one to get to him. Couldn't get him on the ground. But then Caden Reyes finishes him off.
At number 54, Jacob Kirkland got his hand in there. He almost had a hand on the ball.
Kirkland, that right defensive tackle. Second down and about 14 now for Denver City. Ball's on their own 21-yard line. Two receivers right, one on the left, split backfield. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. Wildcats are there. Nice. Gain of about a yard. Davenport on the carry.
And that was a great hole clogging play by number 66, the sophomore J.J. Gonzalez. He clogged the hole, stopped the run, and let everybody else get to the football.
Yeah, and Kirkland came in and laid a big hit on the ball carrier once his progress was stopped. And it's going to be 3rd and long for Denver City now. 3rd and 13, 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Giannis, time, throws deep, down the sideline, overthrown, and incomplete by a bench player. Number 27 had it in both hands and couldn't hang on. That's David Wise. He's not even in the game. Couldn't make the catch. So 4th and long, the Littlefield defense comes up big. Of course, Denver City had a holding call that helped us out there, but that's one thing we've seen now on both sides, each team kind of shooting themselves in the foot with penalties. We should have good field position here. Major McNeese is standing around the 50-yard line for the Wildcats. Punt almost blocked. We ran into the kicker. Lands at the 50, takes a Denver City roll. Marquise Roseman leveled the kicker.
And that's just the unfortunate thing. Those, like, sometimes you can't prevent those things from happening. You try and make a play to block the ball, and your body goes into the kicker.
Yep. He went for the block, and then as he came down, he kind of rolled into the the punter's plant foot. And again, penalties. I'm not keeping stats, but we've had 4 penalties for at least 50 yards. Well, 4 penalties for probably 60 yards.
And they're not little penalties. They're not offsides or false starting. They're big penalties that cost 15 yards. They're face mask and running into the kicker on that last play.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Denver City has new life. They're at the 37-yard line. 7-7 is our score with 28 seconds left here in the First Federal Bank first quarter. Jason Giannis, the quarterback, takes the snap. Looks to swing it out and does. And the Wildcats are there. Played well by Braden Redmond. That's a loss of yardage on the play. Littlefield defended that perfectly.
And Braden Redmond was on it. If he just took a little better angle, he would have had a pick 6. He would have taken it to the house. I know he would have.
They ran 4 receivers in a bunch on the left side, and everybody was accounted for. Wildcats played it well. 2nd down and 14 now, a loss of 4 on that play. And we are done with the first quarter. The First Federal Bank first quarter has come to an end, and we're headed to the second, tied up 7-7. We'll be back right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. Football season is here, so take the winning drive to Bill Wells and score big. We have the largest inventory in Plainview, great financing options, and a team that will treat you like family. At Bill Wells, we are professional grade, and we want to be your car dealer for life. Click on BillWellsChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
Where your next car's in plain view.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West. 2nd down and 14 for Denver City to start the second quarter, and Littlefield bottles up the run for no gain. Nice play there by the Wildcats defense. Once again, Jacob Kirkland and Ben Castillo leading the way. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Second quarter tonight brought to you by Wildcat Laundry. If you need a full-service laundromat with clean washers and dryers, visit Wildcat Laundry. Big 3rd down here, 3rd and 14 for the Mustangs. Here's the snap. Quarterback stands in the pocket, chunks deep, and it is intercepted by the Wildcats. Littlefield coming the other way at the 30-yard line. Here's the return across the 50, and the tackle at the 47-yard line, and that was Jaden Barrio, the sophomore, who hauled it in.
That was a great play on the ball by number 3, Jaden Barrio, and a great coverage by number 11, Zane Champion. It was double covered, and Zane Champion was on it. The quarterback just threw it into double coverage.
Yeah, and Zane tied up the intended receiver, and all that took was for Jaden Barrio to pretty much make an open field catch. And Littlefield is in business. 1st and 10, Wildcats going the other way at the Denver City 47-yard line. 2 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. Chip Green, the quarterback, takes the snap. He'll hand it off. Ian Mendez finds a hole, gets close to the 1st down, and I think he's got it. It's about an 11-yard gain on 1st and 10 for Ian Mendez.
That was a good lead block by number 78, the senior, Shawnee Barra. He got out there and blocked.
1st and 10, here's the snap. Green's going to keep, cuts it to the outside, and they're going to string it out. He still gains about 3 yards on the keeper.
That was a good run by number 12, Chip Green. I think that was a busted play. Some players looked a little confused.
Wildcats trying to go tempo here. Play comes in from the sideline. Green and Mendez in the backfield. Everybody's set. Here's the snap. Green looks to throw, has time, lets it go over the middle. Man is open off the fingertips of Villanueva. A perfectly thrown ball for Chip Green. Gabe Villanueva couldn't hang on to it. Oh, he was in the end zone. That would have been easy 6.
And going back to the last game, sometimes it's just hard to catch those, the perfect throws. You need a little bit of concentration, and when you put too much concentration on it, sometimes it just slips right through or hits your fingertips.
Yeah, and when you get your man beat and you know you've got him beat and you're wide open, like then your mind starts running, right? 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Here's the snap. Green goes deep to the other side. Has a man. It is complete but out of bounds to Redmond.
That was a great over-the-shoulder catch by number 15, Braden Redmond. And the O-line giving Chip enough time to throw the ball.
Yeah, Chip has had time. There's a flag on the play. Defensive holding against the Mustangs. And that will give the Wildcats a fresh set of downs. So now penalties kind of evening out a little bit. Denver City, they're hurting themselves. 1st and 10 Wildcats inside the 20. Here's the snap. Handoff. Mendez has a little hole, cuts it to the outside, and he's down to the 11-yard line.
That was a good cut by number 10, Ian Mendez, finding the hole, making a cut, and getting some yards.
2nd down and 4. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. Mendez once again across the 10, down to about the 9-yard line. He'll be short. 9 minutes and 56 seconds left here in the second quarter. Wildcats going for the tush push. We'll get the 1st down and then some. We'll push it all the way down inside the 5 on the quarterback keeper.
And everybody on the offense has gotten really good at the tush push.
1st and goal to go for the Wildcats. Here's the snap. Green hands it off to Mendez, but Ian is going to have nowhere to go, and he'll lose a yard. Back at the 6. Our first possession of the game, we got deep in the Denver City territory like we are now. We couldn't convert. We ended up missing a field goal, so sure would like to get a touchdown here and take advantage of this opportunity. Here's a quarterback keeper. Flag on the play. Green tackled for a loss back at the 9. I have a feeling this one is coming back. Oh. Seen a lot of penalties in this game. Yeah. Holding against us. That's the 3rd holding call of the game against the Wildcats. What was I saying about Permian Basin officials?
I was going to get to that at the beginning of the game. I've played with the Lubbock area officials and the Permian Basin. And the Permian, I mean, both officials are really good, but it seems like the Lubbock area lets you play a little more.
2nd down and goal to go from the 16-yard line. Movement on the line. Here's another flag and an incomplete pass. They were looking for Champion on the slant, but I think Chip saw the flag and just let it go a little bit early. So that'll help us out a little. Should be offsides against them.
Well, either way, it should be a free play. So
I didn't say anything negative about Permian Basin officials. I just said everybody from where we live complains about them. Not me.
I mean, and everybody has their own opinions, so.
2nd down and goal to go. Flag again. Fade pass to the end zone. Caught out of bounds by Redmond. But this is another offsides on Denver City.
At this point, I would just go on a hard count every time.
Yeah. We have 9 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second quarter. We're tied up at 7 on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. So now it's 2nd down and goal to go from the 6. So we're kind of right back where we started. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Hands it off. Mendez cuts it inside. Fights down to the 1, and he is down at the 1-yard line. Inside the 1-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and goal to go for the Wildcats. Here comes the tush push. Chip Green pushed across the goal line. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Chip Green. And the Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown makes it 13-7. Littlefield with their first lead of the game.
And that was a great push by the offense, pushing Chip Green in. And on that previous play, it looked like Ian Mendez never touched the ground. He rolled over one of the defenders into the end zone.
I thought so too. Here's Adam McDonald with the extra point kick. And it is through the uprights. 8 minutes and 44 seconds left in the Wildcat Laundry second quarter. Your score, Littlefield 14, Denver City 7. We'll be right back.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody and Ryan West. Caleb West on the camera tonight. So if he's not doing a good job, let me know. We'll be sure and ground him or something. Be grounded after this. Wildcats lead this game 14-7 with 8 minutes and 44 seconds left in the second quarter of play. Wildcats will kick it off from the South 40. Wildcats are going into the wind now here in the second quarter, Ryan, but it seems like it's kind of died down a little bit.
It does seem like that. The wind's not blowing as hard as it was, so.
Yeah, that'll help us, maybe. Adam McDonald to kick it off. 2 return men standing at the 5-yard line for Denver City. Our defense played well on that last Denver City possession. We need to come out and keep it going, keep the momentum going. Short end-over-end kick. Taken at the 23-yard line. Here's the return. It's going to be a big one. Tackle made around the 45, and Caden Reyes took out 2 guys to make the tackle. He took out a blocker and the kick return man. That'll be 1st and 10, Denver City at their own 47-yard line. 46, rather. 46. Ball's on the right hash mark. If you're driving or at work and you can't watch the game, you can always listen to the broadcast at www.littlefieldsports.com. Live audio, littlefieldsports.com if you can't watch it. Here's a handoff. It was a low snap. They're going to turn nothing into something. Flag on the play. Here's a foot race, and Redmond chases him down and pushes him out of bounds. This flag is coming back, I think.
Yeah, I think that was on Denver City, number 12. It kind of looks like an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, he was just mugging Zane Champion. That's going to be a hold.
Oh, a hold.
Unsportsmanlike hold. If there was such a thing.
I guess I just get a little emotional because I'm attached to these guys. You know, I played with some of them, and I see them, and sometimes they get hit and things aren't called the way I think they should be called, and I get a little frustrated myself.
Well, Zane pretty much got tackled, and they weren't even, like, he's on defense. So after the holding call, it'll be 1st down and 8 at the 48-yard line. Denver City at their own 48. Trips on the right side, single receiver on the left. Here's the snap. Giannis is going to keep over the left side. Wildcats trying to get him down. Another flag on the play, and he is so slippery. Finally brought down at around the 39-yard line. Had plenty for the 1st down, but we'll see what the call is here.
I think it was a face mask again.
Holding. No, yeah, holding against Denver City. So that's back-to-back holding calls against the Mustangs. And I'll say this. In the first quarter, I was a little bit aggravated. Oh, offsetting?
No, he called face mask on that.
Why did he point toward it? Okay, face mask on us. That's not the call. Didn't he give a holding call?
He did give a holding call, but right after that, he corrected himself by giving the face mask call.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, that's the second face mask of the game against Littlefield's defense. 1st and 10, Denver City at the Littlefield 24-yard line. Wildcats lead at 14-7. Here's the snap. Giannis going to keep over the right side. Wildcats get him on the ground after a short gain, and that was number 55 on the tackle, Uriel Ibarra. And here's another flag. That's going on us. We've got to get our mouths under control.
Yeah, there's a lot of trash talk that goes on the football field, but at some point, you have to know when to stop. It's always the second guy that gets caught.
It might be them, Ryan. They're backing up. I think it was on them. I saw both. I saw one of our kids. It looked like he was talking to one of the Denver City kids or yelling something maybe at the officials. But maybe that was retaliation or, just saying something back. We'll see. But Denver City's huddle is back on the 35-yard line.
Either way, there's been a lot of trash talk.
That's on us and on them. Offsetting. Yeah. We talked about it. It's a rivalry game. You don't think about Denver City as a rival of Littlefield, but it's a rivalry game. It has become that in the last 10 years. We've got to play smarter. 2nd down and 8. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. Wildcats get in the backfield, but we're going low, and they're able to run through or jump over our defenders. 3-yard gain to the 19-yard line. That was Castillo who brought him down.
And number 4, Caden Reyes, was the guy in the backfield that went low, and we just have to start gang tackling now if they're breaking through tackles and jumping over us.
Under 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs. Here's the snap. Giannis is going to keep over the left side, breaks 2 tackles, gets the first down to about the 13-yard line. First down, Mustangs. Littlefield leads the game here, 14-7, 6.5 minutes to go in the Wildcat Laundry second quarter. Giannis out of the shotgun and a whistle. And that's the first timeout of the game. That's a Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them with 6:06 left in the second quarter. We'll be back right after this.
The Littlefield Wildcats have a great tradition of winning, and so does Clift Land Brokers. Cambra Heffington has a passion for helping clients find their dream homes. She combines her knowledge of the local market with a personal touch that ensures every client feels supported throughout the buying or selling process. Let us be your partner in your next real estate journey. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, call Cambra Heffington at Clift Land Brokers, 806-385-0905, and go Wildcats!
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West and Ryan West here in Denver City. It's been an emotional game. We've got a lot to clean up as we move closer to the halftime break. Both teams, I think, probably feel that way. We've seen a lot of penalties. And, we were, somewhat halfway joking about the officials, but, every penalty in the game has been justified.
No, the officiating crew here has been making good calls.
Trips on the right side, single receiver on the left. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Here's the snap. Giannis is going to run the option. The pitch, fumble, ball is loose. It's on the ground, and the Littlefield Wildcats recover. Braden Redmond comes up with it Denver City runs the option play. They fumble the ball. It slips out of about 3 different players' hands before Braden Redmond falls on top of it, and it's Littlefield ball going the other way, and that is just what we needed.
I didn't see the main guy who was putting pressure on the quarterback, but the whole defense played great. They were putting pressure on the quarterback, made him pitch the ball, and then coming up with the recovery.
You don't see the option a whole lot. You have to play assignment football. Someone has to get the pitch man, and you have to stay with your man as they bring it around the side, and Littlefield did just that. So Wildcats coming the other way. Chip Green sends a man in motion. That's Coleman. Drops back. Pass incomplete to Villanueva.
And with Gabriel Villanueva, I think he just wanted to take off before he had the ball.
Yeah, and it hit him, it bounced off his shoulder pad. He kind of looked upfield and just hit him in the right shoulder. So 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. 2 receivers right, 1 on the left. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. Right up the middle, Ian Mendez across the 20 to about the 23. It's around a 5-yard gain.
He's going to block on the backside by 88 Jose Payan.
3rd and 5. Denver City showing blitz. Number 11 looks like he's going to be coming in hot. Wildcats will check with the sideline. 5:20 remaining here in the Wildcat Laundry 2nd quarter. Now Payan will shift from the left to the, from the right to the left side. I think we're going to have to use a timeout here. Yep. Stops the clock at 5:09 here in the 2nd quarter. A Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back right after this.
Energy Fitness is Littlefield's newest 24-hour fitness center with affordable monthly membership rates and never any contracts. Energy Fitness is for everyone. Whether you want to get in shape, lose weight, build muscle, or just stay in motion, Energy Fitness has something for you. We have free weights, a cardio room, 14-station strength circuit, turf area, and more. Located at 713 West Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield. Call us at 806-551-2371 or visit energyfitnesslfd.com for more information.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here in Denver City, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 14-7 with 5:09 left here in the 2nd quarter. Wildcats have the ball 3rd down and 5 after the timeout. We're going to go 5 wide. Trips on the right, 2 receivers on the left. Green alone in the backfield. Here's the snap. Chip Green swings it out. Coleman complete for the 1st down. Fighting at the 30. They'll get him down right there at the 29-yard line as his helmet comes off. Great possession catch there by Isaiah Coleman, who worked his way into the Littlefield High School record books last week with 2nd most catches in a game last week. I think he had 8. Here's a snap. Green looking to run, nowhere to go. He'll lose a yard. Now they'll give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. 4:28 left. Clock is rolling. Green drops back to pass. Has time. Steps up and throws. Looking for Champion. Oh, just a tad overthrown. Good effort there by Champion. He just couldn't get under it.
Well, that was great effort by Zane Champion. And number 54, Jacob Kirkland on the backside was blocking really well for Chip.
Well, I'll tell you this, too. On those go routes, or at least the deep routes, Littlefield has been consistently beating Denver City deep. If I were Coach Mitchell, I think you get in the right situation, I'd definitely throw more deep passes because our guys are getting behind them. 5 wide. Here's the snap. Green. Oh, a guy gets through, but he evades, throws, has a man open. Villanueva caught. 1st down in Denver City territory at the 40-yard line.
And that was great elusiveness by Chip Green, moving in the backfield, finding Gabe Villanueva open, hitting him, and getting some yards.
Yep. Great catch by G, and it's going to be 1st and 10, Littlefield in Denver City territory. Here's the snap. Green's going to keep, cuts it to the outside, breaks a tackle. He's out of bounds. Another flag on the play. He was out at the 31. More yellow laundry. Get that dirty laundry off the field. Yeah, it's going against us. I can't really tell what his calls, his report. It was a personal foul. I guess an illegal block, out of chop block maybe? I don't know.
It must have been a chop block because I didn't see anything else.
So first down and long for the Wildcats. Here's the snap. Green pressure, throws deep, nobody there. And Coach Bryant on the far sideline he's just not real happy right now.
He did. Coach Bryant has every right to be unhappy. One of the Denver City players did jump off sides. It should have been a free play, but the official just missed it.
Well, Coach Bryant's over there asking for defensive holding. He thinks our receivers were held.
Oh, that's not what I saw. I got an offsides on the defense.
Second down, 3 minutes and 44 seconds left in the second quarter. It's been a tight game. It's been an ugly game, honestly, with a lot of penalties. Wildcats sure would like to go into the field house at halftime with a 2-touchdown lead. Here's a deep pass. Green looking for Redmond, intercepted. It's coming the other way. And Littlefield turns it over for the first time. There's another penalty flag. We finally get him down. Oh, and now there's another late hit. Chip Green got leveled at the end of the play, blindsided. There's 4 flags on the field right now.
Honestly, in my personal opinion, that should be an ejection right there.
Yeah, but they're getting high fives on the sideline, celebrations on the Denver City sideline after a couple of dirty hits. Coaches are high-fiving, kids are celebrating, but man, let's see what the calls go. Let's see what the calls are. All of the officials are gathered around Coach Bryant. It was an interception by Denver City and then the flag. So I have a feeling the interception will stand, but they're going to push the Mustangs way back.
I don't know how you keep your composure on the radio. My blood's boiling over here. I want to yell at somebody down there. It's very hard.
The officiating crew still talking it over here. Now let's see if we can get a clear report from the referee. Let me get my binoculars. See if I can do some lip reading. The interception will stand. I'm almost positive of that. All the flags came out on the return. So there's 2 penalties against Denver City. A personal foul, illegal block against the Mustangs, and an unsportsmanlike conduct. But he didn't point at the team. I'm guessing that's Denver City also. So 2 penalties, they'll both be enforced against Denver City. So the interception stands, but they'll put the ball all the way back on the 16-yard line. Come on, cameraman.
He's over here just as frustrated as we are.
Oh, they're going to put it back to the 8-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. Denver City with the football. 3 minutes and 26 seconds left here in the second quarter of play. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. Going over the left side, Velasco, lots of room. He gets the first down. He'll be tackled at about the 22-yard line by Champion. Zane Champion brings him down. 1st and 10 Mustangs, the 21. We can't let Denver City's aggression go unmatched. We've got to play clean, but you've got to match their aggression. Here's a handoff, and Wildcats come in and make the tackle. Braden Redmond on the stop for Littlefield. Makes it 2nd down and 9.
That was a great job by Braden Redmond screaming to the football and getting him down.
Clock is rolling here. Littlefield leads this game 14-7. Mustangs come to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 9 from the 22-yard line. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Play action. He's got pressure. He pitches it as he goes down. And they'll carry it to the 29-yard line, one of the offensive linemen. As Giannis was getting tackled, he pitched it to one of the linemen. We'll see where the ball's spotted at the 29-yard line. I was waiting for a flag. I don't know. Or at least I thought maybe he was down when he pitched it, but it's going to be 3rd and 2. Play stands. Giannis takes the snap, hands it off. 1st down up the middle, across the 35 to the 36-yard line, and that'll move the chains. But Denver City now, they have all 3 timeouts, but only 1:42 left here in the 2nd quarter. Remember, Littlefield will get the ball to start the 2nd half. We've got to hold them out of the end zone here. Yanez looking to throw, flushed out. He throws incomplete. Oh, you should have leveled him. Isaiah Coleman there had a chance to just light up the receiver on the incomplete pass, but you know what? He did the sportsman-like thing and let up.
Well, let me tell you why, because we're better than them, okay? We play like sportsman-like. We play with our composure. We keep a level head. We're fine. I think he made a great play.
Yeah, he did. But I think it was a free shot if he wanted it. The incomplete pass stops the clock at 1:17. 1:17 left here in the 2nd quarter. Wildcat Laundry 2nd quarter. Here's the snap. Play action. Giannis sprints right, throws, complete on the edge. And a tackle made after a 1st down by Major McNeese at the 49-yard line. As soon as they spot the ball, the clock will run. It's at 1:09. Here we go. Clock is rolling. I don't know if Denver City coaches know they've got all 3 timeouts. They're down to 1 minute, under a minute. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Marquise Roseman makes the tackle after a gain of about 3. And now the Mustangs will stop the clock with 51 seconds left here in the 2nd quarter. So Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be right back.
Introducing Fades and Foils by Amanda. Located inside JoJo's attic in Littlefield, Fades and Foils is your one-stop, full-service salon, specializing in men's and women's cuts and styling, balayage, color corrections, all-over color, and even waxing. Let Amanda rescue your hair. Open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday from 8 to 2. For an appointment, call 806-598-1988. That's 598-1988. Book now, because demand is high for Fades and Foils by Amanda.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. After the Denver City timeout, they'll have the ball 2nd down and 7 from the Littlefield 48-yard line. Wildcats lead it 14-7 with 51 seconds left on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. Velasco carries it to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 2. And they'll stop the clock once again with 43 seconds left. It's another Warren Computers timeout. We'd like to take this opportunity to welcome a new sponsor to the broadcast. We want to say thanks to Durable Builds and Eli Cueto, our newest sponsor on the Wildcats football broadcasts. We'll be back right after this.
Have you been thinking about updating your home with a new remodel? If you are, the only call to make is to Eli Cueto of Durable Builds. Let us transform your house into your dream home. Durable Builds is insured and serves the entire area. We specialize in kitchen remodeling, but have experience in whole house renovations, including room additions, family, dining, living, laundry, and closet spaces. For more information, visit durablebuilds.com or call 806-891-1076. And let's get started on a personalized home remodel just for you.
Welcome back in after the timeout. Here's a pass complete, broken tackle for Denver City. Gabe Villanueva had him, but he broke loose, and then Braden Redmond comes over to finish him off, but that's going to be a first down for the Mustangs. The clock will roll down to 33 seconds, and rolling. Mustangs are down to their final timeout. Here's the snap. Giannis looking to throw, goes deep, has a man down the sideline. It is caught and out of bounds at the 8-yard line. And it was good coverage there by Zane Champion. He just got turned around.
No, he was in phase reading the receiver's eyes, and the receiver just went up and got it.
First down and goal to go. They spotted it at the 9. First and goal from the 9-yard line. 22 seconds left here in the Wildcat Laundry second quarter. 14-7 Littlefield now, but Denver City's knocking on the door. Here's the snap. Giannis, pump fake, now he'll let it go, incomplete. Stops the clock at 21 seconds. Now they roll it down to 20. Yeah, I thought that play only took 2 seconds. It only took 3 seconds.
It was a very quick play. We had our defensive line in his face, so he just kind of got rid of it.
I'm wondering if they started the clock on time.
They may not have.
Some of that home cooking on the scoreboard there. On the clock. 20 seconds left. They'll go with double stack. 4 wide receivers. Giannis looking to throw, has time. Now he's flushed out, throws to the end zone, and it is out of bounds. Falls incomplete, and it's 14 seconds on the clock.
That was great coverage by the secondary on the left side of the field, covering every man, not giving him a chance to throw to the end zone.
Yep. Great coverage by our secondary. 14 seconds left in the second quarter. Be sure and stick around for the halftime show. We'll recap the first half of this game and take a look at some scores from around West Texas tonight in the world of Texas high school football. Third down and goal to go from the 9-yard line for Denver City. Trips on the left side, single receiver on the right. Giannis takes the snap, drops back, now he'll run. Going to his left, he squares his shoulders, pass is batted down and caught. And that's going to be a loss of yardage. You should have just let it go. And Coach Bryant saying, run the clock. 5 seconds. Clock is rolling. And now Denver City will use their final timeout with 3 seconds left. And we'll just keep it right here, Ryan. A Warren Computers timeout. And Coach Bryant is animated over on the sideline.
Yeah, he's fired up. You can hear him all the way from up here, but I don't blame him. They should have kept the clock running. I'm sorry.
And let's go back to that play. Was that Braden Redmond?
That was Braden Redmond.
He tipped it up in the air. He batted the pass. I thought he batted it away, but it came down to a Denver City player who should have just let it fall on the ground because he lost about 3 or 4 yards on the play by catching it. But a heck of an athletic play there by Braden Redmond.
Well, that was a perfectly timed jump by Braden Redmond.
Yeah. So Denver City burns their final timeout. So this will be the last play of the half more than likely. They've got, barring a penalty. 4th down and goal to go from the 13-yard line. And what is it, 2 seconds, 2 or 3 seconds on the clock. Wildcats hanging on to a 7-point lead here before halftime. Wildcats will get the ball to start the second half. We won the toss and deferred. So here we go, 3 seconds on the clock. 4th down and goal for Denver City. They go out of the pistol formation. Here's the snap. They run the op show. It's a reverse. Going to the far side, it's a reverse pass. They throw to the end zone. Nobody there. And it falls incomplete. And the Littlefield Wildcats, after a back and forth, unpretty first half of play, the Wildcats go to the locker room with a 14-7 lead. Let's take a timeout, and we'll be back with your halftime show coming up right after this.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County, so you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West here at the halftime break. The Wildcats lead this game by a score of 14-7. Our halftime show today brought to you by the Littlefield ISD. Well, Ryan, you've got to be happy with a 14-7 lead going into the break. You can't be happy, though, with the amount of penalties in this game, especially the ones you can control, which are the ones we committed in the first half.
Well, I completely agree with you there. I mean, the penalties are just shooting yourself in the foot at this point. But there have been some accidental penalties as well, like the face mask calls and the running into the punter. Like, some of that stuff is kind of unpreventable. I mean, it is preventable, but it's unpreventable at the same time.
Yeah, and, a lot of those are, you're giving effort, like Marquise when he ran into the punter there, and, we were going to get the ball back, and then the roughing penalty gives Denver City new life. They end up going down to score, but, I think that was a drive they scored. But in any case, it was an effort penalty. He was going for the block. He was hustling, getting after it. And those things happen, but it just seems to me like, man, both teams were playing a little bit sloppy and then also emotional, right? They let their emotions get the best of them. We saw more than unsportsmanlike conduct penalties than we wanted to.
Well, just like you said earlier, this is technically a rivalry game, and rivalries usually tend to get heated very fast. Players play with a lot of emotion. They take it very serious and take it personal.
Yeah, and Littlefield, we mentioned in the pregame show, is on a 3-game winning streak against Denver City. We beat them 3 years in a row, trying to make it 4 years in a row here tonight. But, Denver City, these kids have been playing our kids since 7th grade. They all know each other. They've been playing against each other. And, they've battled over the years. And not just in football either. We play Denver City in every sport. We were in their district the last, 4 years in their district in basketball and baseball. So these kids from Denver City know our kids. And, it's a heated football game, but you have to play smart no matter what.
Yeah, for sure. That's the main thing. You can't let your emotions take the better of you, and you have to play smart football. you have to make good IQ plays too.
Well, the Littlefield Wildcats lead it by a score of 14-7, and I was afraid in the first quarter. You know, we came out and we scored first to take the lead, and then it's kind of like Denver City took the life out of us. They took it right there around the middle to later part of the first quarter. They took the momentum, and then it seemed like they were the ones who were the more aggressive team, the harder hitting team, the more physical team, and I was like, oh no, we can't let them take control of this game right now physically. But what we saw was that Littlefield battled back, and what it was, the spark, was a deep pass, was 60-something yard pass from Chip Green to Gabe Villanueva to put the Wildcats in the end zone after it looked like Denver City had just pretty much taken the wind out of our sails. Sometimes that's all you need is a spark like that.
And going back to the whole thing about fresh legs that I said at the beginning of the game, I don't know if it took the wind out of Littlefield or us, but it just seems like we're getting a little bit tired, whereas Denver City can sub kids in and out as they need.
Yeah, they have a lot of kids. They have 50 kids, 50-something kids on their roster, and you're right. But also you look at us, Major McNeese played running back in the first quarter, and Ian Mendez played running back in the second quarter, and I think Ian gave us that spark as well with fresh legs coming in the second quarter. And I think Major and Ian, that's a good rotation out of the backfield.
Oh, that's a great coaching decision by the offensive coordinators, Coach Bryant, Coach Mitchell, anybody else on the offensive crews, keeping two running backs in at all time. And they're both great running backs, and they both have their own personal traits. And when Ian gave us that spark, it was like new life.
Yeah, I think so too. So the Wildcats lead it 14-7 as the Marching Cats have just finished performing for the home crowd here in Denver City, now playing the fight song as they march across the way to the visiting Littlefield fans. The Marching Cats, of course, Miss A, her assistant band directors, and all of the parent volunteers that do all the work to make this thing happen. And, of course, the kids themselves, they're looking good. They look better tonight than they did last Friday night. They will continue to improve as they get ready for marching season. And, I can't say enough about the Marching Cats and the job that they do. And I know they're looking forward, all of these kids, to the brand-new high school. Our halftime show sponsored by the Littlefield ISD, and, of course, a new high school under construction. It'll be opening up maybe at the end of this semester. Hopefully we can get an update, at some point this season from Coach McNeese or Coach Green maybe could come up and visit with us on the halftime show and talk about the new construction at Littlefield High School. But I want to say this year's seniors will get to go to school in that new campus.
That's going to be odd. I wonder if they're going to make all the seniors work and move all the desks and stuff over to the new high school.
You got all that free labor? I'd make every high school kid move their desk, right? Okay, first period, grab your desk and let's move it. Second period, grab your desk and let's move it. Unless the new school is getting all new desks.
It might. I have no idea.
I bet it's getting all new stuff. So we'll see what happens. I bet they don't move much. That's my guess. We'll see. In any case, we're excited about it. We're excited about Littlefield's 7-point lead in this game, 14-7, as the Marching Cats have finished. The Denver City Band getting ready for their halftime performance. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back to look at some scores from around the area right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West along with Ryan West here at the halftime show. Our halftime show brought to you by the Littlefield ISD. We want to say thanks to everyone at the school district for all of their help and allowing us to do this each and every Friday night throughout football season. And 10 games in a row this year, Ryan. No bye week until the last week of the season. So 10 weeks in a row, it's football Friday night for Littlefield. And this is week number 2, and I guarantee you it's going to fly by.
It always does. Football season always seems to fly by. I guess it just flies by when you're having fun, huh?
I guess so. Well, some teams are having fun tonight in the area, and others are not. As we've got some scores to pass along from around West Texas. Some games were played last night, including Lubbock High versus Big Spring. The Lubbock High Westerners beat the Big Spring Steers by a score of 31-20 last night at Lowry Field. Lubbock High gets a win over Big Spring. Steers fall to 0-2 on the season. Up in Amarillo, it was Palo Duro over Caprock, 12-zip up there at Dick Bivens Stadium. Also, some six-man games were held last night as well, and I'll try to get you some six-man scores in a moment. I know Amherst won. Anton won. Anton won their first game in a couple of years last night. Coach Brian Duncan, our Coach Duncan's husband, and got his first win as a head coach at Anton High School in six-man football, so congratulations to him and all of the Anton Bulldogs. Some games going on right now. Lubbock Cooper leads Lubbock Coronado right now, 24-17 at the halftime break. It's Cooper over Coronado. That game going on out at Woodrow. Also tonight, the New Home Leopards trail the Ropes Eagles by a score of 14-6 in the first quarter. That's the last update we had. It was Ropes over New Home. That's a little bit of a surprise there. New Home beat Lubbock Cooper Liberty last week in that first game of the season. And Ropes, at least at last check, was leading New Home 14-6. What else you got? The Snyder Tigers and the San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs are tied up 14 apiece, 14-14 down in San Angelo. Also south of us here, Crane leads Kermit 26-14 at the half. Out in Abilene, the crosstown rivalry, the Abilene High Eagles lead the Cooper Cougars by a touchdown, 21-14 at the halftime break. Abilene High over Abilene Cooper. Also tonight, the Coahoma Bulldogs. That's a team we'll see later this season. I believe that's our final non-district game. Coahoma leads Roscoe 34-0 down in Coahoma tonight. A couple of other games from around West Texas. The Bushland Falcons lead the Canadian Wildcats 21-14 at the halftime break in Bushland. It's the Post Antelopes over the Forsan Buffaloes 24-10 at the halftime break. Muleshoe, this is a second quarter score. They're not even to halftime yet. Muleshoe leads Lamesa 44-21. 65 points have been scored in the first half in Muleshoe tonight. 44-21 at the half. Not a whole lot of defense in that one. Also tonight, Lubbock Cooper Liberty leads Idalou 14-6 at the halftime break. 14-6 Liberty over Idalou. Lubbock Christian leads Sundown 20-14. Lubbock Christian over Sundown 20-14 tonight. Friendship tied up with Wichita Falls Memorial 14-14 in the first quarter. That's probably not an updated score, but latest report 14-14. It was tied up, Friendship and Wichita Falls Memorial. Seminole Indians are for real this year. Seminole leads Shallowater 14-3 at the halftime break. And watch out for Seminole in Class 4A this year. Lockney over Floydada 14-10 at the halftime break. River Road over Tulia 14-0 at halftime. It's Sudan trailing Tahoka 31-26. The Sudan Hornets trying to get in the win column after they fell to Olton last week. Sudan trailing Tahoka tonight 31-26. It's Spearman over Friona 26-0. Slayton, Coach Conkin and the Slayton Tigers over Brownfield 15-7. Late second quarter score. New Deal is leading Roosevelt by a score of 21-14. A few other scores from around the area. Canyon and Andrews are in a dogfight. Mustangs of Andrews lead at 16-15 over the Canyon Eagles up in Canyon. It's Hereford over Estacado, 21-7. Amarillo over San Angelo Central, 21-14. Olton all over Dimmitt, 28-0 at the half. Olton Mustangs on top. Coach Keith Logan, my longtime partner here on Littlefield Wildcat Sports, now coaching in Olton. And they're up big over Dimmitt, 28-zip. It's Rawls over Smyer, 40-0. And Jim Ned over Lubbock Trinity by a score of 21-6. Leveland over Pecos, 14-9 at the halftime break. It's Canyon Randall over Monahans, 21-7. And that's about all we've got for this area. NFL game going on a Friday night. Who's playing in the NFL?
We got Green Bay and the Eagles.
Green Bay what?
Sadly, the Packers. I don't like either of those teams. Being a Cowboys fan, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for saying that I'm a Cowboys fan on air.
No, you're all right. You're all right. Keith never was a Cowboys fan. I always was. And we would, sometimes on the air we'd do a little sparring, But now I'm not a Cowboys fan anymore. I got divorced from them. I walked out on them.
I know you did, and I keep saying that I'm following in your footsteps, but I don't know. I can't leave the Cowboys.
Well, I guess we'll find out this Sunday because I believe I moved from the Cowboys to the Texans. I'm going to be a Texans fan from now on. But I guess we'll see your true colors this Sunday because I think they're playing at the same time. They're both playing at noon on Sunday. So we'll see which one you watch.
I'm going to have to split screen it.
Not me. I'm watching the Texans all the way. And then, of course, tomorrow night in college football, the Texas Tech Red Raiders are taking on Washington State. They're putting Mike Leach in the Hall of Fame there at Washington State. There's a lot of connections between the two teams as well. So, we'll see what happens. But Tech has got to play better defense tomorrow night than they did last Saturday. We were at that game against Abilene Christian, and I was just kind of in shock.
I think it was just a bunch of young guys, like guys who had never really played college football, or this is their first year going into college football. I think they had one returner. So, I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, you don't really know what the college players and plays look like up close unless you've actually played D1 college football.
Yeah. And, the other thing is, too, about college is that they don't scrimmage other teams, right? So you have inter-squad scrimmages. You have like a spring game, and then you come out for fall camp, and then you scrimmage each other. Their defense against ones against the ones, whatever, inter-squad. But you don't, like in high school, you get the two scrimmages against other teams. In college, you don't get to do that. But then you schedule like a Abilene Christian in your first game, so that kind of takes the place of a scrimmage, a warm-up game that you should win easily. And unfortunately, it didn't go that way. But like you said, it was a big wake-up call, I think, for the Red Raiders. And then we got Texas and Michigan. That's going to be a good one, too.
That will be a good one.
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow, I think, at noon. So I'm excited about college football this year. Looking forward to it. More so than the NFL, that's for sure. Now that I've divorced the Cowboys.
This year just seems different. It seems like, it probably has been, but for me, the NFL has always been on top. But this year, it seems for everybody that college football is the thing. This is the football to watch, minus high school football.
Yeah, I think so too. And everybody's optimistic except at the beginning of September. Then as teams start to lose, you lose interest.
But this year it's a 12-team playoff.
That's right. I think that has a lot to do with people being interested and having hope. It's like, hey, if we can win our conference, we get in. Or if you finish in the top 10, you're probably going to get in even if you don't win your conference. So the Wildcats are heading into the tunnel. Denver City's already in theirs. They're getting ready to come out onto the field. Thanks to the Littlefield ISD for sponsoring our halftime show. We'll be back with our second half kick right after this.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Legacy of Love Hospice, bringing quality care into your home. We are locally owned, and our hospice care team provides end-of-life care for terminally ill patients. Our services can help bring solace to the patient and their concerned family during a difficult time. For exceptional medical care, as well as emotional and spiritual support, count on the healthcare experts of Legacy of Love Hospice. For more information, call 806-370-2100 or visit legacyoflovehospice.com. Legacy of Love Hospice, caring from the heart, and wishing the Wildcats all the best this season.
Ben Warren again, owner of Warren Computers since 1999. I'd like to personally thank all of my customers for choosing Warren Computers. I have the best customers around, and I appreciate each and every one of them. Did you know that I provide reasonably priced remote computer support that makes troubleshooting quick and easy and saves you time and money? Put my number in your phone, 806-632-2464. Call or text Warren Computers, and I'll get your problem solved in no time.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West here at Denver City's Mustang Stadium as we start the second half of play. Tonight's third quarter is brought to you by 806 Customs. We want to say thanks to them for sponsoring our broadcasts here in 2024. Wildcats lead the game by a score of 14-7, and we will get the ball to start the second half of play. Denver City will be kicking off from the north 40-yard line. Return men standing at the 10-yard line for Littlefield. It's Isaiah Coleman and Ian Mendez. Here's the kick. Line drive, end over end. Oh, and it goes between. Oh, that was actually Champion. Nobody got it. Champion has to pick it up at the 5-yard line, and he will do something at least to get it to about the 17, 18-yard line. That was just miscommunication on our return team there between Zane Champion and Ian Mendez, but good heads-up play there by Champion just to make something happen.
Yeah, that's always a scary thing is when the ball goes between two players, it is live after it goes past the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was scary. Littlefield will have the ball 1st and 10 at our own 18-yard line. Sure would be nice to go down and score on this possession and take a 2-touchdown lead. Chip Green at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers stacked on the left and 1 on the right. Here's a handoff coming to the near side. It's Mendez, and he gains maybe a yard on the play. Nope, no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And we haven't seen Major McNeese carry the ball, I believe, since the first quarter. Mendez in at running back. Here's the snap. Play action. Green steps into the pocket. Nowhere to go with it. Running for his life. He'll throw it away. He gets leveled, but no flag. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now for the Wildcats. The running play that went for no gain and then the incomplete pass. Now we'll go with 4 wide. It's a double slot formation. Ball on the near hash mark. Here's the snap. Green looks to throw. He's got pressure. Flushed out. He's going to chunk it. It's complete. Oh, incomplete. No, it was caught. Braden Redmond on the catch. It was hard for me to see over there in the shadow, but that was a heck of a catch there for Braden Redmond. 1st and 10, Littlefield. It's a Bill Wells Chevrolet 1st down. Here's the snap. Little swing pass out to Coleman. Coleman, one-on-one, makes the move, beats his man, gets across the 35. Fumble. and Denver City recovers it.
That was an unfortunate fumble. The ball never rolled out of bounds. It just rolled down the sideline and stayed live the whole play.
So Denver City football going the other way. Wildcats defense out on the field now, getting ready. And the first possession of the second half for Littlefield ends in another turnover. Denver City football, 1st and 10 at the Wildcats 31. Here's the snap. They hand it off Velasco. He's hit and brought down after a gain of about 2. That was number 4 on the tackle for the Wildcats, Caden Reyes. Second down and 8 now for the Mustangs. Quarterback Giannis out of the shotgun, takes the snap. The toss coming to the near side. Littlefield plays it perfect. A great job by the 2 linebackers, Caden Reyes and Ben Castillo.
That was also a good job by number 10, Ian Mendez, pushing that play back inside. He was on the outside, didn't let the quarterback or the running back to the outside, forced it back in, letting them make the big play.
Big loss on the play, brings up 3rd down and 14 at the 35-yard line. Mustangs come to the line of scrimmage. First and 10, Denver City at the 49-yard line. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Going over the right side. Big hole. It's to the 40-yard line, brought down by McNeese. We had an internet problem. I hope, my goodness, I sure hope we didn't just erase the whole first part of this game. In any case, if you're watching on YouTube, we had an internet outage. We're back up, but I don't know. You want to check on it for us, Ryan? If you can provide commentary, run the camera, and check YouTube all at the same time. You want me to run the camera? I got you.
No, I'm fine. I forgot our headsets are only playing out of the right side. I thought my headset unplugged.
Oh, my gosh. Ryan, we've got an injury timeout on the field. If you're watching on YouTube, we certainly hope that you're able to still watch. Ryan's checking on it right now. We had an internet outage. We'll see. We got an injured Denver City Mustang out on the field. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in the 8:06 Customs 3rd quarter. Littlefield leads the game by a score of 21-7 over Denver City. Still a lot of football left to play here in the second half. While they check on the injured player on the field for the Mustangs, let's take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. Football season is here, so take the winning drive to Bill Wells and score big. We have the largest inventory in Plainview, great financing options, and a team that will treat you like family. At Bill Wells, we are professional grade, and we want to be your car dealer for life. Click on BillWellsChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in Plainview.
Where your next car's in Plainview.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new drive-through ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West. It's 21-7. Littlefield on top. 4:40 left here in the third quarter. Denver City hands it off over the left side. No gain on the play as the running back is tripped up. I guess we were down. The internet was down when Littlefield scored their last touchdown. It was a 40-yard run from Chip Green on a quarterback keeper. And Green juked and jived his way to the end zone for the score, and Adam McDonald kicked the extra point. The Wildcats lead at 21-7. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's the snap high. They're going to pull it down. The Wildcats are there to bring him down on the quarterback keep. And a great job there by the defensive line of the Littlefield Wildcats. A.J. Cantu, J.J. Gonzalez in there for Littlefield. Littlefield Wildcats trying to hold Denver City on fourth down here. It's going to be 4th and 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback, play action, looking to throw. He's got pressure, throws, and it is incomplete. And the ball goes over on downs to the Littlefield Wildcats. The defense gets it done once again.
That was great coverage by number 10, Ian Mendez, number 11, Zane Champion, and number 32, Gabriel Villanueva.
1st and 10, Wildcats going the other way. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. Let's go score again.
In the words of Coach Green, he would say, let's go get us some of that.
So here we go. Littlefield comes to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. Mendez breaks loose and gets about 8 yards on the carry, and it looked like he was going to be bottled up for a loss. They'll say he stepped out at the 40. Oh, that's a bad spot. 2nd down and 4, gain of 6. The 41, here's the snap. Again, Mendez right up the middle, gains about 3, and it'll be 3rd down and 1. Shawnee Barra, the center in there, is going to try to hike the ball and lead the way on the tush push, and Green will get the 1st down to the 45. Clock is rolling, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the 806 Customs third quarter. 806 Customs in the old Jibo's building. Visit them for all your automotive repair needs. They also have accessories, window tinting, and much more. The old Jibo's there on North Hall Avenue. 806 Customs, proudly supporting the Wildcats this season. Here's the snap. Green drops back, has time, lets it fly, and it is overthrown. He was looking for Jaden Barrio out there. 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left now here in the third. Gabe Villanueva wide left. Jaden Barrio and Isaiah Coleman out to the right. Here's the snap. Green looking to throw. Flag on the play. Falls incomplete, and I think that's going to be a defensive hold on Denver City. But again, after the throw, Chip Green gets leveled.
I think that was more of an offside call. I didn't see if it was Littlefield who jumped first or the defender from Denver City.
Yeah, it's on them. I want to say it was the receiver. Was it the receiver here on the near side?
Yeah, I was one of the linemen.
Oh, okay.
One of the TNT.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 right at the 50-yard line. Midfield, Littlefield with the football. Almost said basketball. Here's the snap. Green hands it off. Mendez over the right tackle. Gains about a yard on the play. Wildcats quick to the line of scrimmage. Well, first we're going to have a timeout, it looks like. An official's timeout. Oh, there's an injured Mustang down on the field. And I'll tell you this. you can just you have a feel for a game sometimes just in the physicality of a game. Denver City in the first half was the more physical team. They were laying hits, pushing us off the line. We were still leading the game 14-7 at the halftime break, but you could just tell they were a little more physical. But right now, it kind of feels like our endurance is starting to wear them down a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
And our tempo on offense and the way we're flying to the football on defense, it feels like we're wearing them down.
And that's what Coach Bryant trains these guys to do, is to wear the other team down. And other than that, it's the other fact is that it's who wants it more. And these guys definitely want it more. They're coming. The Littlefield guys are swinging hard, and they keep pushing and playing, and they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, with a 2-touchdown lead right now, 21-7. Wildcats over the Mustangs, and this is the second injury timeout we've had here in the third quarter. Wellington State Bank scoreboard shows 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. 21-7 Littlefield. Wildcats led at 14-7 at the halftime break. We get the ball to start the third quarter, and we fumbled on that opening possession. Deep in our relatively deep in our own territory, and then our defense holds them to 3 and out. And then we get the ball, march it down the field. Chip Green makes that long run for the touchdown, and we lead at 21-7. That's where we stand right now, but sure would be nice if we could go down and get another one on the board here. You get a 28-7 advantage late in the third quarter, early fourth quarter, and you're in a good spot against a team that, everybody said this game was too close to call. That at least the Harris ratings, they was a pick. Too close to call, too close to pick, and Littlefield handling business so far here. 21-7 lead. They continue to check out the injured player. Looks like they're going to help him up over there on the far sideline. All of the commercial breaks you hear during the broadcasts on Friday nights, those businesses around town made it possible for us to do this again here in the 2024 season. Be sure and give them your business. Say thanks. We've got a lot of support for the Wildcats and Lady Cats in Littlefield, and we want to say thanks to everyone who chipped in to help us do this here in 2024. And Ryan, you're doing a great job too. I don't know how many people told me during the week that you did a great job last Friday. You having fun?
I do have fun. I actually really enjoy these games.
Okay, well, it's all yours. Good night, everybody. You can take it from here.
I don't know if I'm that ready yet, but.
Just kidding. Here we go after the injury timeout. It's 3rd down and 4 for the Wildcats. The 49-yard line. It's a high snap. Chip hauls it in, breaks loose from the sack. He gets the first down. Still on his feet to the 40. Green out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It was a high snap. He tipped it off of his fingertips to pull it back down. And again, Green makes something happen with his feet. 1st and 10 Littlefield. Here's the snap. They go right back to Mendez. Mendez brought down in the backfield. Nowhere to go. That was number 31, Darnell Bayona. Or not Darnell, rather, but Darrell Bayona brings him down. 2nd down and 12. Snap. Chip looks to throw. Has a man down the sideline. Villanueva overthrown. Man, and we've had there's a flag way after the play. But we've had several instances where our receivers are behind the secondary, and Chip just puts a little too much on it. If we can get that timing down, this can be a very dangerous offense for the Wildcats. Unsportsmanlike conduct against us. It's another costly penalty against Littlefield. We need to get that stuff under control. I don't think we have enough guys on the field. Yeah, we do. Tight end. Wildcats will check with the sideline. 2 receivers left, 2 on the right. That's Barrio and Coleman on the left. Here's the snap. Green drops back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He throws over the middle. Incomplete, looking for Coleman. That was a heck of an effort by Chip Green. Isaiah Coleman's helmet comes off, and he's going to be slow to get up. 1:36 left here in the third quarter. It's coming up on the 9 o'clock hour. We've been playing for 2 hours.
We've had a lot of helmets come off this game. I've counted at least 3.
Well, twice it was Coleman. He needs to strap it up a little bit tighter. That chin strap tightened up. Big third down coming up for the Wildcats. We've got a long way to go. It's 3rd and 27. Ball at our own 47-yard line. Play clock is down to 13. Now the Wildcats will come to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun, here's the snap. Green, 5-step drop, throws underneath on the screen to McNeese. McNeese turns it upfield, has the first down and then some. He's to the 30, to the 20. The screen pass worked to perfection. And the Wildcats are inside the 20-yard line.
And that was a great lead block by number 15, Braden Redmond, letting him go once Major got past. Not getting that holding call.
First down and 10, Littlefield, deep in Denver City territory now. Ball is on the 17-yard line. Bill Wells Chevrolet, first down. Here's the snap. They hand it off. McNeese. He's going to be bottled up for no gain. Carry up the middle. And a whistle. And a timeout taken by Denver City. The Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West and Ryan West here in Denver City at Mustang Stadium, where the Wildcats lead this game 21-7 with 1:07 left on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard. Second down and 11, Wildcats go trips left. Chip Green gives the hard count. Denver City moves, but no contact, so the flags don't come out. They'll check with the sideline. Here's the play. Barrio, Villanueva, and Champion wide left. They're going to go to the right side. Man open, but again overthrown. Looking for Braden Redmond. And Chip, man, he's just a little bit off on that deep pass tonight. Third down and 11 now for the Wildcats. 1:02 left here in the 8:06 Customs third quarter. Wildcats check with the sideline. It's Green and Mendez in the backfield. Redmond alone split wide right. Barrio, Champion, and Villanueva trips on the left. Shawnee Barra snaps it. Green steps up, looks to throw. Now he's flushed out. Green directing traffic. He lets it fly, and it is complete for a short gain to Zane Champion at about the 13-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 5.
That was great communication between the quarterback and the receiver, Chip Green, and Zane Champion, waving him to go deep, and he did, and he made a good little catch for some yards.
I kind of wonder if you'd try to let Adam McDonald put 3 points on the board here. 21-7. 4th down and 6 for the Wildcats. We'll call it a long 5. Double slot formation. And Denver City comes across. Flag on the plate. It's a free play. Green just go down, Chip. He's going to be sacked. But Denver City will give us 5 yards on the offsides penalty, and it'll be 4th and probably less than a yard.
Man, I know that's unfortunate to be Denver City. He tried to get back once he realized it was a hard count, but he just slipped across the line. And good job by the center snapping the ball, getting him off sides.
Yeah, Shawnee Barra, the center. The 2 guards, Marquise Rosemond and Tate Clark in there. They've been holding their own all night tonight. The 2 tackles are Jacob Kirkland and Diego Lopez down there, and they're going to let time expire on the 3rd quarter. The 8:06 Customs 3rd quarter has come to an end here in Denver City, and your score is Littlefield 21, Denver City 7. We'll be back right after this.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West here in Denver City. As we start the 4th quarter of play, tonight's 4th quarter is brought to you by Hillcrest Funeral Home. As the Wildcats will have the ball, 4th down and 1 from the 8-yard line. Wildcats are at the Denver City 8-yard line, 4th and 1. They'll come to the line, the tush push, and I think he's going to get it. Jacob Kirkland says we did, and he's got as good a look as anybody. We'll await the call once they spot the football. Referee eyeballing it says first down Wildcats. That's a Bill Wells Chevrolet first down. And now it's first down and goal to go for the Littlefield Wildcats. And another timeout taken by Denver City. A Warren Computers timeout. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back right after this from Ben Warren at Warren Computers.
It's sad to hear when internet scammers have stolen money from a friend or family. It happens all the time, even in Lamb County. Warren Computers Scam Scram program will help prevent you and those you love from losing anything to thieving scammers. Warren Computers provides security for your computer, remote support when you need it, and ongoing education to inform you about new ways you could be tricked by those evil crooks. Call or text 806-632-2464 for details about Warren Computers Scam Scram. You'll be glad you did.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Ryan West here in Denver City. The Wildcats have a 21-7 lead with 11 minutes and 55 seconds left in the game. The Wildcats are knocking on the door. We've got it first down and goal to go from the 7-yard line. So Green out of the shotgun. Oh, it's a high snap. Oh, no. All we can do is fall on it back at the 24-yard line. Ian Mendez saves the turnover, but that's going to make it hard now.
Man, but that was great hustle by Ian Mendez, not letting Denver City get the ball. He was on his horse trying to get that ball back.
So second down and goal to go from the 23 is where they spotted it. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Ian Mendez, the running back. Champion and Redmond are wide right. Here's the snap. Green looking left. Goes to the end zone, has a man. Caught! Touchdown! A Heffington Farms Wildcats touchdown. A 23-yard touchdown pass to Gabe Villanueva. His second touchdown of the night. 27-7, Littlefield on top. That time Chip put it on the money. And here comes Adam McDonald for the +1. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights. Your score on the Wellington State Bank scoreboard is Littlefield 28, Denver City 7. We'll be back right after this.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West, Denver City. Wildcats lead the game 28-7 with 11 minutes and 11 seconds left in the Hillcrest Funeral Home fourth quarter. Chip Green has two touchdowns passing and 2 touchdowns rushing now. Gabe Villanueva has 2 touchdowns receiving.
Well, I'll tell you what, all those pass attempts earlier were just Chip warming up, getting his receivers ready.
I guess so. Because
when it was time to shine, he put it on the money.
He dropped it. He dropped a dime to Villanueva on that one. And give credit to Villanueva for, getting in good position to make that catch. He was behind the corner. The defender from Denver City was out of position. So here we go. McDonald will kick it off from the north 40. Kick is up. High end over end kick. Comes down at the 12. It'll be returned. And the tackle made at about the 18-yard line there. And there on the tackle was number 11, Zane Champion. 10 minutes and 57 seconds left. Wildcats with a nice 28-7 lead. One thing Coach Bryant said in the pregame interview, he said, we've got to learn how to play with a lead. So we got up against Lamesa and kind of relaxed a little bit last week. He said, if we're fortunate enough to get a lead against Denver City, we've got to keep pushing. So here we go, 1st and 10 Mustangs at their own 24. Here's the snap. They run the option, pitch, and Littlefield is there to bring him down after a gain of about 2, and the Wildcats lay in the wood on that play. We've got a player slow to get up. That's Castillo, but he'll make his way back. 2nd down and 8 now for Denver City. Ball is on the 26-yard line. For those of you listening, littlefieldsports.com, Denver City moving from right to left. That's south to north here at Mustang Stadium. Here's the snap. Giannis throws deep down the middle of the field. Nobody there, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage out there by Chip Green, who's playing in the secondary now. Hey, Chip, you want to play some defense? Go out there and cover a receiver.
I think what happened was when Ben Castillo came out, they didn't have anybody else to go play corner, so Chip Green hopped in there.
Chip's like, I'll do it. And he played some defense in the scrimmages. 3rd down and 8 for Denver City. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Velasco up the middle. He's hit, wrapped up, and pushed back for a short gain on the play. Castillo, and I believe that was Major McNeese that came flying in from the safety position to help out. So 4th down now. Littlefield has held Denver City on downs several times tonight, but this time they're going to drop back to punt. Nobody back deep for the Wildcats yet. 4th down and 6. Punter standing at the 15 will kick from the 19, and we're going to let this one go. It takes a Denver City roll all the way back to the 26-yard line. The clock is our friend at this point. If we can burn good 5-6 minutes off the clock here, but there's a flag on the play. And I think that's on us.
Well, after the play, Caden Reyes got hit and got back up and said something and pointed to the Denver City player, and after that, that's when the official threw the flag.
Yeah. Things like that have been happening all night between these two teams. Unsportsmanlike against us. So that'll push us back 15 more yards. I would hate to see our penalty yard statistics tonight. And you know, in the first half, you and I were kind of taking some light jabs at the officiating crew, but I mean, honestly, everything they've called tonight has been legit. Both teams have just been undisciplined.
No, the officials are making great calls. I'll agree with you there. They're making the right calls. They're catching almost everything that I've seen that they've caught. So they're doing a good job.
Yeah, just there's been a lot of flags. I think most of them the majority of them have gone against us, and that's on us. So here we go, 1st and 10. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off. McNeese up the middle to the 20-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 7. And that was Mendez on the carry. Brings up 2nd down and 3. Green takes the snap, swings it out, complete. Coleman for the 1st down, gets it knocked out of bounds at about the 26. Wildcats move the sticks. It's a Bill Wells Chevrolet 1st down. The Wildcats are on the move. Green takes the snap. They hand it off. Mendez breaks across the 30-yard line to about the 32-yard line. And we are under 9 minutes to go in the game. 5-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 5. Quick. Green takes the snap, looks to throw, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete. Coleman was open, but just out in front of him. I think Chip didn't really have a chance to set his feet and make the throw, but Coleman, if Chip's able to hit him in stride, that's 6 points. 3rd down and 5. Wildcats will check with the sideline. Braden Redmond, the receiver, on the right. Coleman and Villanueva are going to be on the left. Coleman in the slot. Now Mendez in motion. Here's the snap. Green is going to keep it. Cuts it inside, gets the 1st down. He's to the 40 and tackled at about the 43-yard line. Another 1st down. Bill Wells Chevrolet sponsors the 1st downs, and the Wildcats again on the move, but Denver City has another injured player. This is the 3rd injury timeout here in the 2nd half, and it's been all Mustangs that have been slow to get up. 8 minutes and 41 seconds left in the Hillcrest Funeral Home 4th quarter. Wildcats lead at 28-7. Well, Ryan, I've got a good feeling about this one. I've got a good feeling the Wildcats, I don't want to speak too soon. I think the Wildcats are going to be 2-0 after tonight.
I was about to say, don't speak too soon.
I'm just telling you, I've got a good feeling.
But I know these guys, and I know they'll keep their foot on the pedal, so.
Yeah, and that was, I think that's a problem for teams sometimes is you get a lead and then you ease up, especially when it's like, a team like ours where you've got so many kids going both ways. You're tired. You're beat up against a physical team like Denver City. And, you get a 2 or 3 touchdown lead and you might take a play off here and there. It's just the way, that's the way it is. But if you can get your boys to where they play a full 4 quarters with the players that we have, we're going to win a lot of football games. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball is at our own 43-yard line. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Ian Mendez, the running back. Here's the snap. They give to Mendez. Carries it over the left side. And it looked like they were going to have him for a loss, and he just gets to the corner, turns it up, and then gets an extra 3 yards after initial contact there, and it's going to be a gain of 8, 2nd down and 2. Here's the snap. Green goes right back to Mendez. 1st down. And that'll move the sticks to the 46-yard line. Another Bill Wells Chevrolet 1st down, but a flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Denver City, so they'll give one back to us. These boys don't like each other.
No, they do not. And they will get after each other, even if that means getting a flag.
Yeah, even if it means costing your team 15 yards. So 1st and 10 Wildcats at the Denver City 30-yard line. Littlefield, Green drops back, flushed out of the pocket. Running for his life. He's going to tuck it and go. He's back to the line of scrimmage, and he'll slide down at the 25-yard line after a gain of 5. Good play there by Chip, just to slide, keep the clock running. We're down to 7:45 left in the game. Green pass in and out of the hands of Braden Redmond, but there's a flag on the play. It's going against Denver City. I didn't see the call. I just saw him, he pointed at Denver City, but it's on them.
I guess we could count how many yards they get, and it'll tell us.
Was it offsides? It was only 5 yards. 1st and 10, Littlefield at the 20-yard line. Snap. They hand it off. Mendez up the middle, dives to about the 16-yard line. 3 or 4 yard gain. Wildcats right back to the line of scrimmage.
This Denver City defense is getting tired.
Yep. We're wearing them out now. Here's the snap. Mendez breaks a tackle, fights for about a 1 yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 6. Littlefield right back to the line of scrimmage. Green out of the shotgun. And now we'll check with the sideline for the play. 2 receivers stacked on the left. It's Villanueva and Coleman. Redmond and the receiver on the right. Here's the snap. Jose Payan, the fullback. Here's the throw over the middle, wide open. Oh! Villanueva had it in the breadbasket and couldn't hang on. It was a little bit low as he goes to the ground, and he couldn't hang on to it. Good effort.
That would have been his 2nd touchdown.
3rd.
Oh, his 3rd.
Yeah, he's got 2 already. And so Major McNeese is going to check back into the game. Ian Mendez will go to the sideline. Give credit to our offensive line tonight. Those guys have battled all night long, and they weren't winning a lot of those battles in the first half, but they've hung in there, and now the offensive line is just getting it. Chip Green's going to keep going to the right side, gets to the 15, turns it up to the 10 and out of bounds. I think he's got the 1st down. He will. It's going to be a Bill Wells Chevrolet 1st down, and it'll be 1st and goal to go for the Wildcats. Heck of a run there for Green.
And going back to that last play, you always got to give credit to the O-line because none of it would be possible on offense without those guys.
Here's the snap, 1st and goal. They hand it off. McNeese up the middle to the 5, and he's brought down there. They'll spot it at the 4. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. And another timeout taken by Denver City. A Warren Computers timeout stops the clock. 28-7, Littlefield on top. 6.5 minutes to go. We'll be back right after this.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West, Ryan West, here in Denver City, the second game of 2024, the second game of Ryan's broadcasting career. And the Wildcats are about to win their second game of the season, leading 28-7 with 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Second down and goal to go for Littlefield from the 4-yard line. This time Green will move under center. Takes the snap, hands it off on the end around, coming to the near side. Touchdown, Gabe Villanueva scores his third touchdown of the night. This time on a run. Heffington Farms, Wildcats touchdown makes it 34-7.
That was a great play call by the offensive coordinators up there.
We haven't seen that formation this season.
No, I think that was the first time.
2 tight end set, Green under center. Man goes in motion on pretty much a jet sweep. Here's McDonald to put it through, and a flag on the play as they clobbered Adam McDonald after the kick. I think that's going to be a roughing the kicker call against Denver City. They're just losing their composure now. We'll await the call from the officials. The kick's going to be good. It should make it 35-7. Personal foul, roughing the kicker against Denver City. They'll assess that on the kickoff. With 6:26 left in the game, Littlefield leads it 35-7. We'll be back right after these words.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. Football season is here, so take the winning drive to Bill Wells and score big. We have the largest inventory in Plainview, great financing options, and a team that will treat you like family. At Bill Wells, we are professional grade, and we want to be your car dealer for life. Click on BillWellsChevrolet.com or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
Where your next car's in plain view.
Welcome back into Wildcats football. We want to say thanks to everyone at Bill Wells Chevrolet in Plainview for sponsoring Littlefield Wildcats football this season. If you're in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV, Chevy or GMC, check Bill Wells Chevrolet in Plainview. 6:26 left in the game. Wildcats lead it 35-7. And Denver City will be receiving the kick, and the Littlefield, after that penalty, will kick it off from the Denver City 45-yard line. So what do you do in this situation? You know McDonald can just kick it out of the end zone if he wanted to, but you're not going to net a whole lot of yards. I think you squib it, right? I'd squib it.
You could either squib it or kick it to the sky. Kick it as high as you can. Let it linger in the air.
Yeah. We'll see what the Wildcats do here. Adam McDonald, the kicker, from the South 45. He's going to kick it out of the back of the end zone. 35-7, Littlefield leads this game. In spite of an undisciplined, penalty-laden game, our boys have shown a lot of heart and grit tonight, especially because Denver City came to play. But we kind of broke their will here in the second half.
Well, I can tell you, to play in Littlefield, you got to be tough, and these kids are tough.
Now we got to come out and just keep at it. Let's get a stop here. 1st and 10, Mustangs at their own 25-yard line. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Coming to the near side. There's some broken tackles, but we're just coming in waves as Major McNeese comes up to make a tackle after a gain of about 3. 2nd down and 7. Mustangs football. Shotgun with a split backfield. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Quarterback's going to keep going over the right side. And he'll be slung down to the ground at the 34-yard line. He'll be a yard short of the first down. It's 3rd down and 1. Denver City played 4 overtimes against Roosevelt last week before falling in the 4th OT.
Yeah, overtimes, they just get more and more stressful the more you go into and more tiring.
Yep. Here's a snap. Giannis, he's going to keep it. Gets the first down, but not much more, to about the 37. Tackle made there by number 7, Jacob Silvas. Number 7, Silvas now in the game at linebacker. We've got some other kids in there I need to mention as well. Adam McDonald now playing defense. Here's the snap. Quarterback throws deep, has a man, and it is broken up. Great defense by Zane Champion.
He read that defender perfect. Watched his eyes, wasn't watching the quarterback or the ball. Once he saw the receiver's eyes look up at the ball, he put his hands in between them.
Yeah, that was played really well by Champion. 2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. It stops the clock at 4:51 here in the Hillcrest Funeral Home, 4th quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep over the right side. Littlefield's there to wrap him up and bring him down after a gain of 2. Good pursuit. Number 66 leading the way, J.J. Gonzalez for the Wildcats. Brings up 3rd down, 7.
The guy in the backfield not mentioned yet, that was number 7, Jacob Silvas, the junior, putting pressure on the quarterback.
Yep. Jaden Barrio is in there now at safety. The thing is, it's like you bring kids in, they're backups, but they're playing on the other side of the ball or a different position on the same side of the ball. We don't have a whole lot of depth, but everybody on this team contributes. Here's the snap. Oh, we're going to get him in the backfield. He'll be brought down for a sack and a 2-yard loss. And getting up from the bottom of the pile was number 1, Isaiah Coleman. And again, J.J. Gonzalez in there to help. And about 3 other white jerseys.
And that's what you like to see on defense. Someone's got him wrapped up and a bunch of white hats go swarm him down. Make sure he doesn't escape.
4th down and 10 for Denver City. And it looks like they're going to use their, nope, they'll come to the line. I thought they were going to burn their final timeout here. 3:27 left in the game. 4th and 10, Mustangs are going for it. Here's the snap. Giannis flushed out of the pocket. He's got all kinds of room. He'll get the first down and then some. It's to the Littlefield 40 and will be brought down at the 36-yard line. So a big gain for Denver City to move the sticks. That was one of their better offensive plays tonight. Clock still rolling down to 3:05. Here's the snap. Giannis throws deep. Flag on the play. Interception. It's coming back. Here's the return. Major McNeese is going to take it all the way. McNeese to the 10-yard line. Major to the pylon. That's a Heffington Farms touchdown on the pick 6 from Major McNeese. We'll see what the flag says. Hopefully this one will stand. The flag was before the interception. The officiating crew is going to talk it over. I don't think it's going to count. Didn't Major have one last week that didn't count?
About to say, believe it or not, this is Major's second pick six that has been called back.
Defensive holding. So the touchdown won't count. Man. Last week, Isaiah Coleman put himself in the Littlefield High School record book from, I believe he's second on the list now, or tied for second for most receptions in a game. Tonight, we might break the school record for most penalties in a game.
I don't think that's a record in the Littlefield field house.
I wouldn't keep it. I mean, I wouldn't brag on it or even keep track of it. But, man, we've had a lot of penalties tonight. And still winning the game 35-7. Scoreboard's not even right. Here's a snap, handoff up the middle. A big collision. He's down to the 7-yard line.
I apologize for the scoreboard incident. It's a little hard to talk about football and get the camera.
That thing's all crooked. What are you doing over here? Here, let me help you out. There you go. Here's a snap on 1st and goal. And number 20 carries it down to about the 1-yard line. We lost our cameraman at halftime. He's down there playing football with his friends. There you go. All right. You can take care of the camera and I'll watch the game. Here's a snap. Quarterback keep over the left side. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. And that's going to make it 35-13. Denver City scores for the first time since the first quarter. A minute 43 left here in the Hillcrest Funeral Home fourth quarter. Wildcats lead at 35-13. Denver City will try the extra point kick to make this one a little bit closer. It's up and good. Wildcats will get the ball back on the kickoff with a minute 43 left in the game right after this.
806 Customs is Littlefield's newest auto superstore. From minor vehicle repairs to major overhauls, diesel repair, LS and diesel swaps, and more. 806 Customs is here to serve all your automotive needs. In addition to the mechanic shop, we offer window tint, wheels and tires, and all types of vehicle accessories. We even offer multiple financing options. Located at 508 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Come by or give us a call at 806-410-0711. 806 Customs is open for business and here for you.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football here on the Littlefield Sports Network. It's been a rocky night. A lot of penalty flags, unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, personal foul penalties. It's also been a rocky night for us. We had an internet outage. I don't know if we're going to, once this thing is over, I don't know if YouTube's going to save the whole game or just everything since that internet outage. I hope it saves the whole game, but I don't know. Then, the scoreboard. I heard that there's some ladies on social media complaining about you.
I'm trying, I promise. Just trying to broadcast and get all our problems fixed. I'm like the IT guy.
Here's a fair catch for the Wildcats. Chip Green catches it. It's Ryan's second game in his life. Cut him a little slack. 2 years ago, he was on the field in these games. Minute 41 left. Hillcrest Funeral Home fourth quarter. Littlefield Wildcats will be on the road again next week. Back-to-back road games for the Wildcats. Next week, we will be in Abernathy to take on the Antelopes. So here we go, Littlefield. All we've got to do is run out the clock. 1:41 left. 35-14, Littlefield on top. And Chip Green takes a knee on first down. The scoreboard says Denver City has one timeout remaining. I don't know if they have one or zero, but in any case, Littlefield's going to run out the clock here. Victory formation, the best formation in football, unless you're on the losing end. Wildcats are going to let the play clock run down. Again, we want to say thanks to all of our sponsors for making tonight possible here in Denver City. We want to say congratulations to Coach Bryant, the assistant coaches, and each member of the Littlefield Wildcats football program for an outstanding performance, gutsy performance tonight for the Wildcats. And Littlefield will improve to 2-0 on the season with a 35-14 victory over Denver City. We're losing a bunch of yards. We're down to 35 seconds, 30 seconds on the play clock, so we'll have to take a knee one more time. Here's the snap, the knee, and that'll do it. Littlefield Wildcats will not have to take another snap, and your final score will be Littlefield 35, Denver City 14, the final. The Wildcats are going home a little bit banged up, but victorious nonetheless, and 2-0 on the season. This is a tough group of kids, and hopefully we'll have a good crowd at Abernathy 1 week from tonight. And the Wildcats take on the Antelopes in another one of those rivalry, not rivalry games. It kind of is a rivalry, but you don't really count it. You know, when you're talking about Littlefield rivals, you think Muleshoe, right? But you think Idalou maybe, but Abernathy and Littlefield have had some good games over the years, but we haven't beaten Abernathy in a long time. It's been a good while since the Wildcats beat Abernathy, so everybody come out to the game on Friday night in Abernathy to cheer on the Wildcats. They need your support. This is a team that can get it done this year. So get on out and support them in Abernathy, 7 o'clock kickoff next week. If you can't make the trip, we'll be there with a broadcast here on the Littlefield Sports Network on YouTube and live audio at littlefieldsports.com. That's going to do it for us here tonight. Ryan, good job, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. You did good. 2 games under your belt, you're going to be a pro before too long. Think you'll be able to, do a couple games, give Dad a couple Friday nights off?
Probably not for a while. You got 20 years under your belt.
Just go to Coahoma for me. Let me stay home on the Coahoma trip. No? All right. Well, I'll probably do it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Apologies for the technical problems. We hope everybody out there makes it a great weekend, and we'll be back next Friday night when the Wildcats travel to Abernathy. Good night, everybody.
This has been a presentation of Littlefield High School football on West 11 Sports Media and the Littlefield Sports Network. Tonight's play-by-play broadcast has been brought to you by the following supporters: Wellington State Bank, Wildcat Laundry, the Lance Insurance Agency, Hillcrest Funeral Home, the Littlefield Independent School District, Heffington Farms, and Triple T Irrigation, First Federal Bank, Warren Computers, Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC, and 806 Customs. Also by the Lamb County Electric Co-op, Fibermax by BASF, Brown Flying Service, Fades and Foils by Amanda, Energy Fitness, Legacy of Love Hospice, Cliff Land Brokers, Always Towing, and by AAA Truck Federated Auto Parts. This is West 11 Sports Media, your home for Littlefield High School sports.